to investigate some of the other goings on in the region, but made our way over to East Haven so as to avoid staying overnight uh,
On the road.
out on the road.
And Bacon, while you were in your off and away, of course, the group left you. And when you woke up in Tourmaline, inside the room that's still nice and toasty and warm, there was a note that said, "We've headed south to East Haven. Catch up as you can." I
I
don't know
thought
if
we.
anybody left that note, but apparently
I
somebody
thought
did.
he just
Yes,
came. I thought I said he came with us at the end of the last session
Or you just came with them because you woke
because he
up all of a
woke
sudden.
up. Yeah, and then
we were just traveling
because
for
I
the
said
next sec-
I basically said I was waiting for him. I wasn't going to leave him there in his stance. So
So you got your 24 hours of sleep Zen or Zen sleep, and you joined, but you were very quiet for the trip.
Anyway,
Not sure.
I was still processing all of the memories that I had had.
We were very grateful for that too.
Well,
So
don't
you
you
when
be
you got
thinking that I'm
I
always
have
going to be so quiet.
I have lots of questions for Data.
yes, he does. He pretty much manhandled you. I'm just going to throw that out there. You feel
Now,
violated,
now. It was more for academic purposes.
and when you got to East Haven, you got there late, but you went to your friend's the halfling's house to get entrance to the inn. Who, of course, he woke up and said yes, 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 yes. He put you up overnight in the inn, of course, offering you a bountiful stew that seems to never run out. And at the same time, he bid you good night, and then the next day we are figuring out what we're doing, or you're figuring out what you're doing.
Oh, by the way, Bacon, for your inventory, you'll find a couple biscuits in your pouch. I stuck them in there when we left for a little bit,
Oh,
just in case
very
you got
good.
hungry.
Thank you.
Because we all know that a comatose man can eat.
You just
As long as there are biscuits in his pockets.
just tape him to his neck. He'll be fine.
It's osmosis.
Exactly. Greater concentration to a lesser
I
concentration.
mean, who are we to say how dwarves eat? I mean, perhaps they derive sustenance from their feet touching good solid earth.
I did eventually actually eat was it the meat, the not meat pie, but the meat
That we shoved under your armpits?
yeah, that was under the armpit. Yeah,
The
I
not
ate it.
meat pie?
Yeah.
Is it not legally allowed to be called meat?
Not
Oh, it
anymore.
was meat. That's why you had to save it
Ah,
because don't get that very often.
All right. And is there anything else you want to? First of all, there, Corwin, is there anything you need to or want to speak of in your meeting, or are you keeping it all to
no,
yourself?
I keeping most of that, yes, all to myself at the
Okay,
moment.
that's
But
fine.
am fully encouraging the party to head down to um
Dugan's Hole.
Dugan's Hole. Yes.
to the
So
giant.
East Haven to Dugan's Hole. Good meat. All right. So looks like.
Do we
Mhm.
still need to stop in Good Mead and take care of that, or did you already
And
do that?
So
do
you
some
can if you'd
potions.
like. It's totally up to you. Right now, it's just that you have been given a quest to go down to Dugan's Hole to uh, find out what these wolves that are larger than. Oh, I gotta do it in the other way. They're wolves. They be larger than horses. Yeah, gotta help. And then in Goodmead, you heard about um, a giant who has taken the towns or the supply of honeymead. And of course, as you know, when there's no honeymead, the towns get mad. Apparently, they're the liquor hookup.
Yeah, the
So
wolves are more important, obviously.
what's the travel time from East Haven to Goodmead, and then from East Haven to Dugan's
Should be
Hole?
only a few hours to get from East Haven to
Well,
Goodmead.
there's a problem. The fact is, once you get off that the east way, it's no longer road. It's
Oh,
now
that.
trail. So we're going to double the
Oh,
time of walking, which is currently what you're doing. So if you look at us being able, or you guys being able to get from East Haven to the crossroads right
mhm,
there, that is probably about an hour to an hour and a half ish.
okay,
And then once you head south, it's the same distance, but it's going to be 3 to 4 hours to get to Goodmead.
sure. So we're saying
And
we probably arrive at Goodmead midday.
Yeah, depending when you leave. So add 4. So you're looking at 5 hours, 6 hours tops to get from East Haven to Goodmead. Put it in your clock. And then Goodmead to Dugan Hole, you're looking at another 4 to 5 hours to get there, even though it looks like you should knock it out in an hour and a half, 2 hours.
So we can get to Goodmead midday, Dugan's
You
Hole probably
you
evening,
could
early
push it
evening.
if you wanted. Correct. I guess it also depends on weather.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there any places to stay at Dugan's Hole?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Well,
Um,
when we get to Goodmead, I'd say let's ask about Dugan's Hole to see if there's accommodations. Then that will make
Okay,
us determine if
everything's
we push
fixed.
on or not.
sounds like a good strategy.
And sound should be working again. Okay.
All right.
I don't mind camping out in the wilderness myself, but some people may not.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. No problem.
No, we
Just
should
look.
be good all around.
And the other one was okay. So let's see how your weather's doing. Who wants to roll a 100?
I'll roll.
Roll 100. All right. Briar already did.
Never mind.
Sorry
It's
about
kind of
that.
overcast. The precipitation, whatever's there, will kind of land on you and freeze after a while, but it's not a flowing, rolling precipitation. It's kind of like there's something in the air. It's gray. It gets cold when it hits you, but it is not turning to snow and it is not sleeting. Does that make sense? So it's not going to impede your walk through to get to that would get you to the crossway or between the Eastway and the north-south road towards Goodmead. Roll for somebody else roll for see if you guys run into anything.
100?
Yep, D100. Says somebody's raring to fight. Somebody's raring to fight. All right, let's get this off and good. Let's go. La 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 la.
I'm not raring to fight. You just told
You're
me to
raring.
roll.
That's true. You're raring to fight. All right,
And
so
party wipe.
party wet. So we'll go over here. Let's do this. Give me a second.
Yep. Martin swore that wouldn't happen this
Say that again.
week. You swore that wouldn't happen this week.
No, it won't. Okay, so who do we got over here? Do we have everybody? No, we are finickless, so we got to change that out. And I'm looking for this. Going back up here, I need a finnick. Scroll down yonder. Move that over there.
Oh, wait. We're out in the wilderness, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Let's do this. There you go. Trappers.
So we can use you. We'll do that in a second. I'm looking for a you're with us, Corwin. I gotta get rid of somebody and get somebody, so. Copy. Let's go down here and paste you since you're with the group. And we're gonna get rid of him. So then go back over here. Where was it? Oh, it's over here. La 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 la. Come on, open up. That's what we want. Boop. Trying to get this person to drop, and they won't drop. Why won't you drop, lady? That's not what I wanted. Why won't you drop? Drop them, you. Well, you might not have a fight. I can't get this person to drop.
Yeah,
Let's find another
we
token.
win.
Yeah, you win. 1,000 experience each of you.
They froze in the snow.
Apparently they did
How to
because
win
I am.
D&D. Just make sure the DM can't bring the boss or the monsters in.
I just want to know why I can't find. Okay, let's do it this way. Searching. Yeah, of course you're searching.
Too many weeks off, Martin?
Apparently, yeah. All right, so let's do this. Those are premium. We don't want that. Characters. Camp.
Is
Oh, there we go. It's got to be just jet lag.
there the 15 margaritas he had on the airplane?
At least. I just want to know why it's not laying them in. I agree. There he is. Okay. Aha. And let's make them normal size, not Gigantor size. Okay. So, just in case you're wondering, while you guys are walking along, singing a song side by side.
And we're not on that map yet.
I know. I'm just trying
Okay.
to get you guys at least. And I'm doing this for a reason because, what the heck? Let me grab one of these because you're special. Sorry, I'm rebuilding. Of course, as Tom said, or as Bacon said, I wasn't planning on this. Copy that now. Bring that down. And we should be good.
Are you sure?
Yep. I'm just doing my last final touches. Okay. So, let's get to token side now. Boop. All right. Very easy. You guys are walking down the road and colliding, and suddenly off, you just start to smell a scent. You start to smell what's like cooking. And if you think of the northern part as the road, you guys should see the road now, or you should see the map. Yep.
Yep.
And you just see this. You're within the road distance. They hear you coming. I mean, it can be the wind is rolling, but still 100 feet is still a distance you can hear. And you guys aren't being stealthy. You're just walking down the road, clumping along, and you see 3 dwarves sitting around a fire fairly close to the road. They're what? 20, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40 feet off the road. And they're enjoying a cooked meal, just trying to stay warm. Midday meal, maybe, warming things up. It's not dark. It's late morning. And
How
what do you
bad's the
guys do?
weather?
What'd you say?
How bad was the weather?
The weather is it's gray over, and you can feel like there is precipitation in the air, but it's not visibly snowing or sleeting. It's that thing where you feel hitting your face and then disappear.
So
So
they
there
just
is.
stop for lunch.
They are stopping for lunch, eating, and as you hear, as you smell them, they hear you, and they do a little turnaround and be like, kind of like, "Hey, what the hell's going on up there?" And then and they all turn to see what's going on, and one of them looks at another and goes, "Oh, look, there be wanderers walking down our trail." Then the other one laughs, and you hear him go, "Hey, yeah, our trail, our trail."
Yeah,
They're not.
why
They
would
may be
I
carrying
lean over to
axes.
Bacon and I go, why would they call it their trail?
And no be no one, lad. Hey,
They're
friends.
and okay, they're not
Oi.
holding axes. We'll just go with that. But you do your hey, and you raise your hand and do the dwarven high five, whatever it is thing. And the dwarf on the left, he sees you, and he's like, "What are you doing out in the cold? Come to the fire!" And of course, you hear the other guy, "Yeah, fire! Uh-huh."
I turned to the rest of the group. I don't know, lads. They seem a little strange.
They're
Maybe
dwarves.
they spend too much time in the mines like those others.
Well, they could have,
Yes, I mean,
or they've spent too much time away from place of residence, more
We're not
more
that-
of a community.
We're
You
not
see
that
them.
far away from a town.
You see them make room for you. They step away from, not away, but tighten their circle on one side, and they're not holding weapons, not at all. They
All right.
are just.
We
They're holding
appreciate the
giant
offer
legs
and
of
the
lamb.
hospitality, but we're in a hurry to make it to the town. Perhaps another time. We'll
And
be seeing you later.
they're like, that's up to you. We'll see you when you come back. Maybe. They wave on you on. There's no threatening anything coming from them. They're just like, good on you, and they're eating
Keep an eye
rabbit
out
or
to see
whatever.
if
I
they
mean,
follow us
they might
afterwards.
they might have
Otherwise,
they might have information about the local area. We could certainly ask and see if they know anything about goings on in Goodmead or in Dugan's Hole.
Maybe they've
they could be
seen
dwarfs
the
that
wolves.
transform into chihuahuas. I mean, Goliath
You
into
never
polar
know.
bears. It's still weird.
All right. So we turn and start. I guess I turn and start walking towards them.
They just make room for you.
I follow Bacon.
I'm trying to make them the right size without throwing them in the fire.
We are in a hurry, but we were wondering if perhaps you'd seen any of the strange happenings in the area. The huge wolves or the giant who stole the honey.
And
Are you gonna move
the
down there?
or are you just yelling at them from the road?
Yeah, I'll move down there.
It's up to you. I'm just trying to get them, normal size. That's all.
Somebody moved me down. I'm staying behind our group.
That's
Oh,
fine.
sorry, that was me.
And the dwarf on the left looks at the dwarf that the one across from him. So dwarf 1 on the left, dwarf 2 on the right, dwarf 3 in the back. That work for you?
Sure.
Okay, so this dwarf here, he turns towards Corwin. You asked the question, but he turns more towards Corwin, and he's like, you see him look at Corwin, and then he turns his head back as kind of directing his hearing, and he's like, then he looks at the dwarf at the Bacon, and he's like, "You're not talking about those giant wolves, are you? Because what's a wolf? It's just a big dog. I don't know what the locals are talking about, but and you hear from the other side of the camp guy going, "Yeah, big dogs, big dogs." And the guy in the middle is shaking his head, going, "Oh my God, why am I with them?"
And by that logic, wouldn't a giant wolf just be a very big dog?
And the guy, he looks at the guy right in front of you, looks, and he goes, "Yeah, exactly. See, he's got it. It's just a big dog. What's to worry about a big dog? I mean, normal
The best
sized
thing to
dwarves."
worry about is
I mean, they
the bigger
probably
they
eat a
get,
lot.
the easier they can eat you. They
And
don't
they
have to
all
chew as much.
you see them look down at their axes, and they almost simultaneously pat their axes, and they're like, "We can handle a big dog. Yeah, we could do it. We got it. Anytime."
Where are you guys from?
And they explain to themselves that they are basically hunters,
They explain
and
to themselves.
they're explaining to themselves that they are
They
basically.
are a
I
little
told you, they're
weird.
nuts. They've been traveling they've been traveling between towns and out in the wilderness. They're hardy. You see them wearing their winter clothes. You see them not cold where they're at. They know what they're doing. They look seasoned, to where they explain that they are basically, they hunt, they look for fur, they sell the furs in towns. They just don't like towns. They'd rather be out in the wilds. They know how to handle the wilds. I mean, to them, even a blizzard is just downtime. So that's their story, and that's who they are. You see bags of not carcass meat, but furs, different types of fur, some rabbit fur to possibly wolf fur, different sets of fur. They've got another bag or another trailing, what are the things called, the A-frames that has different meats on it and stuff like that. They are out to fend and fill for themselves. They don't seem.
Have you ever run across the white pelt wolf that blows frost at you?
He's like, "Oh, you mean the white wolf? Oh, they're everywhere, it seems. I mean, I'm sure you haven't found one of those."
Oh, we did. I'm actually having a good cloak made out of it currently at another settlement for myself.
And he's like, "Oh, so you're into you need a white wolf cloak. Let me." And he goes over to one of the A-frames and he starts flipping pelts. You know, there's a deerish pelt, there's a rabbit pelt, there's a wolverine pelt, there's a pig pelt, I guess. There's a
So
knoll
skin.
pelt. And you just see him going through and he's like, "No, no wolf pelts here, no white wolf, but you want me to keep an eye out for you? Cause we'll find one for you if you want."
No,
He's like,
we've already killed one that I'm having made
"Oh,
into a cloak.
oh, even better because Louis over here, the guy on underneath Briar, oh, he's an expert, skinner. I mean, look at all these beautiful pelts. They look mostly mangled, but
I was just saying, can I do an insight on that?
go ahead.
How good do they look?
Well, roll an insight.
Standard 10 plus 2
They
is
look
12.
fairly like they're being held together. Barely.
Like an amateur skinned them in a way.
Maybe a little bit better, but nothing more than they're just pelts. Nothing special. He probably has left some of the fur on the meat. That sort of thing.
And the chunks of meat I'm noticing are a little furry then, huh?
Probably. Well, that's why they, cook it on fire so it burns off.
Yep. It's just a crispier part.
They offer you meat from the spit. They're just having themselves a midday meal, enjoying it. They go down and they scoop some hard snow off the ground, put it above the fire, get it to turn into water. Go over to the bush, crump some berries into it. Would you like some tea?
I'm good.
And
If
the
I get
other
too warm,
two,
then I'll sweat, and then I'll get colder later.
like, yeah, the elements will do that to you. I mean, okay, they'll do it to you, but not us.
On a different subject, I'm curious. Have you heard anything about a giant that's roaming the areas of around Goodmead?
We just left Goodmead a couple days ago, and they were talking about they're low on honey meat. I mean, the honey meat is the best, and now it's gone. Oh,
Well-
they're gonna have a pissed off, patronage, if you ask me.
Well, from my understanding, it has to do with the like I was saying, this giant business.
Oh, giant.
Yes.
Can't say I heard about a giant. I just heard it was stolen. So I cannot confirm nor deny the giant.
So what are y'all doing out here?
You can see we're hunting. We got about 2 more days of us running around trying to scrap some more pelts together, and then we're gonna hit. Where are we going next, boys? We're going to Bryn Shandar. Okay, Bryn Shandar, and then possibly Targus. We might just wave, but we go in. And
Well-
so they're gonna be out for 2 more days of just them wandering around hunting.
And
Well,
how long have you
sounds
been
like
out already?
Which one?
Well, I just asked them in general. And how long have you guys been out already? If you only have 2 days left.
This is it's their 4th day, fifth
Okay.
day. No, it's a 10-day week, right, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, we'll say still 5th day. They look like everything they need they carry with them. It's not like they have a wagon. It's not like they have a sled. They probably walk out with not
Probably
even
would do
the
'em good, though, to
A-frame.
buy one if they had one of those. So.
Hey, they're cheap. They're dwarves, apparently.
I don't know a cheap dwarf.
Yeah,
So
that's why Bacon shook his head, and he just like, these are not
not
proud
normal.
dwarves.
Oh God, no.
These are
What
not dwarves.
Proud
Not
dwarves.
Got it.
living off the land instead of under the land, and
Well,
And not like taking enough pride in their work to like do a good job. Yeah.
Probably why they haven't made enough money to buy a sled yet.
probably. Maybe they think, once they get a few gold in their pocket, they're like kings.
Well, we should probably be on then if we want to make the town by nightfall, right, guys?
Aye.
most definitely. I prefer not to be caught out here in the cold.
All right. and that's perfectly fine. So they bid you adieu, and they clink their tea of berry water. If it is berries that they put in there, it could have been reindeer poop for all you guys know. And
I mean, they are dwarves.
they are dwarves. And you see them as you walk off in the distance. It's gray out. Within the first 60, 80 feet, you stop smelling the wood. You stop hearing the laughter or the talking of them dwarves, and you basically disappear to them as they disappear to you.
And again, I'm keeping my eye out to see if I hear them or any sense that they're following us after we leave.
No,
Whoa,
Oh,
we
look,
got a
all
whole
the
map of
tokens.
tokens.
it's just a test. Just a test, guys. Just a test.
We're fighting what?
All of it.
DM, just a side note, that map we were just on, if you set it to 25 by 30 and resize the map to that,
How
the
do I?
squares will all line up.
Okay, so I set this. I'm going to go do it just because you're special. You said 25
22 by 30.
width,
22 width.
22 by 30 height.
Yep,
Okay,
the
and
square.
save
And then
save
in
it.
the
Then
yeah, and
expand
then
the image out to it.
you need to drag the image to match that now.
Oh, the thing is
Map.
it's maxed to it right now.
Okay.
Okay, they're well. Okay, let me grid it. See if that works.
Because that was the number, that's the squares. If you just count the squares, then when you change to that number of squares in the setting, it should line up.
Okay, so
That is easier than Fantasy Grounds.
Yep. Yes. Much
all
easier.
right. Well, doesn't look like it wants to do what you're telling it to do, but we can work on that another day.
Yeah, we'll work on that later. No problem.
Okay, so there you go. You're back on the road. No harm, no foul. Guess I have to lighten this back up. If you guys can't see, there you go. All right. So you made the crossway, and now you're heading south. I'm gonna need one more wither. Who wants to do the wither?
Tom or
Here,
Aaron
Wither.
haven't rolled.
Wither's fine. Bacon rolled a nice weather. It starts to be lightening up. Not lightening up. There's not as much precipitation, sticking to your face.
So we're on our way to
Basically, it's
Goodmead, right?
correct. It is drier. It's still gray. I mean, it's always gray and dark. And one last before we hit the road. Anybody want to roll for an encounter?
Corwin.
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 D100.
Yep. Don't roll a. Oh,
That's
you're good. You're fine. Yeah. You guys are more than fine. You get closer to the city, it gets harder to have an encounter. So you're good to go. You get to the city, you walk into Goodmead, and as you walk into Goodmead, you notice one thing right off the bat that I have to change the page.
It does
All right.
say dashed lines are roads, so we should be traveling down a road. Might just
It's
not
not.
be as well of a used road.
There you go. I go by what it says in the magic book. Okay.
I'm just going by
It's the road
the
more
map
less traveled.
queued
I,
thing where it
I,
says road is dotted line.
I got you. I'm with you. So, Goodmead, founded by immigrants of the Cholt and the Villain Reach. Goodmead's nestled between Redwaters and nearby Redwood Forest. Nearby Evergreen Forest. The town's squat dwellings adorn a carving of a dinosaur and serpents. They are overshadowed by a two-story structure of the Mead Hall. Ooh, the Mead Hall. By the way, the Mead Hall, the purveyor of mead wine, or honey wine in this town. As you enter, every tavern in Icewind Dale is accustomed to receiving regular mead deliveries, and it seems, as you've heard, there's been a disruption of this mead delivery. You now walk into said town of Goodmead, and this is what you see.
What's the population?
Population of Goodmead is about 100.
Whoa. Yeah.
Trying to find Goodmead. A, B, C, D,
Everybody
E,
who knows everybody else.
or
Oh
his
yeah.
family.
Yeah, all related.
So you guys get this because you guys are special.
We get black. Black
Hold
map.
on. I'm giving this to you guys. There you go.
Little itty bitty
Yeah.
map.
You can click on it.
There you go. So you have something for your notes.
Nice.
Maybe a little too much information for the
6
notes, but hey.
hours from Bryn Shaddar, 8 hours from Carnival, 4 hours from Dugan's Hole, 4.5 miles from East Haven.
And that's you, but that's where that 50% cuts in, unless you're using dog sleds
Mhm.
and stuff. So you've got the mead hall, and you've heard that they're also looking for a new leader.
What happened to the last one?
You don't
He
want to
is-
know.
Wasn't he killed when it was the mead was stolen?
Uh,
I think the giant killed him.
yeah, it sounds good. Okay, so the giant killed him.
I'm pretty sure that was the story.
Yeah, as a speaker, Kendrick Reservoir was killed by a Verbig or Verbig.
Oh God.
It's a Verbeeg.
It's Swedish for Verbig.
So when we come into
Need
town,
the
are these
water.
buildings like well-built buildings for this little town, or how
No,
does this town look when we walk
this town, when you walk in, these buildings don't look at all like these buildings. They are shanties. They are more cabins than actual buildings.
in? So not very well insulated by the looks, not very well
Correct.
warmth.
Correct.
And what is this
Correct.
town based on what we know? What are they sacrificing?
Warmth.
Okay. That's kind of stupid in my opinion for this town, but
So
okay.
it's real rustic.
They don't have a whole lot of people to sacrifice.
It's real rustic, which is why they're sacrificing warmth. So they have to put out all their fires at a certain time. Things like that. So as you enter, you're entering from the north, and you walk by these. As I read it again, they're squat dwellings. You could take it as cabins. You could take it as teepees if you like, but they're not the most kept up type buildings. They're not, as you said, not insulated. They don't look so strong, and this and that and these and those. Where are you guys just stepping through, or are you gonna find a place?
Well, we
Well,
want
I
to
for
ask
one,
about
it
Dugan's
and
Hole, don't we?
exactly. So we should probably head to the meat hole.
Okay, that's gonna be right in this section. So we can throw a little.
That's the inn. I'm assuming the long building next to the water then is like a big dock warehouse or something.
Hold on.
This one.
There you go. Mead Hall. And the long one down at the bottom, you're looking at it's a warehouse. The one at
Yep.
the bottom is just a warehouse.
Okay. I was figuring a warehouse or maybe a boat repair area or something.
Maybe, yeah. So as you arrive, you see the largest building, of course. Looks like the most. You're now here, what, mid afternoon, early afternoon?
Yeah.
Should be about early afternoon.
Yep.
It's got a nice. It's got you see smoke billowing from its multiple chimneys. It's raring to go. And if you look at it as Corwin probably does, he looks at it and goes, "That equals warmth." If Corwin is still seeking warmth.
I mean, I've got 2 things of winter gear on, as well as the prestidigitation spell, so I'm about all set now.
Okie dokie. So you walk. Are you guys? You looking around town? Or are you gonna go straight to the hall, or what?
I mean, the hall seems like the best place to get the information.
So
Yeah.
say
Okay.
unless something else looks like a business or a town hall more than just the meat hall, but I'm assuming the meat hall was probably the town hall too. So yeah, we'd probably head there.
It's probably also where they might have the warmest fire.
Probably.
During the day.
So,
I mean, you have to keep that mead from freezing.
so you get into the mead hall, and as a town goes, obviously,
Good
as you
alcohol
asked,
doesn't
about 100.
freeze.
You know, the good mead. If you walk in, the good mead may be flowing, but it's probably not flowing as fast as it should normally flow.
Well, because they're missing.
Exactly. They're not refilling as fast as they are, and if they are, you'll see every once in a while somebody maybe put down a little bit more coin because they feel they need their mead.
Mm-hmm. It's more expensive. Supply and
Exactly.
demand.
You got it. And again, you don't know what their supply or demand normally is, except for this is the town that makes it.
Mm-hmm.
So that big building in the bottom could be the brewery, as far as you know, or distillery, whatever the case may be. How is mead? Is it fermented? It's fermented, correct?
fermented
I
honey.
mean,
So it
it's
would be
yeah,
brewery. It'd be
hmm
brewery. All right. So, but
meadery.
a meadery
Meter,
works
yeah,
for me.
it's like a winery in a way. They do a different process.
So as you arrive, they're drinking what they have, and anybody want to find anything? Anybody asking anything around? Anybody finding a table? I don't see a need for a map unless you'd like me to produce you one. I can produce
No.
No,
an inn. You're just there to get some good warmth, potentially. All right, get some good mead, maybe. I don't know, and probably get some information.
That's the point. Definitely going to chat the bartender or mead tender or whatever
All
he
right.
may be, or she. Not saying that mead can only be served by.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
And there are plenty of tables that have openings. Maybe there's a table that could fit you 4, 5 if Finnick is floating around with us. And you're basically you have run of the room if you'd like. You can sit wherever you'd like, or you could join a table of others. It's up to you.
I'm going to assume the mood in the room is rather dour at the moment, considering they lost their speaker, they've lost their honey,
I
yeah.
mean,
Is
what
there
else is there to lose?
any specific
which
people that
does
we
bring up.
hear?
Do you want to do an insight to basically get a feel of the room to see who or what others are being dour about, if there is such a thing?
Let's just say I'm just like thinking perception. Otherwise, for me to try to listen into certain conversations as we walk in to see if we hear anything pertinent to what we're looking for, or anybody that's talking about the town talker dude or anything.
As tables go, as you're walking past tables, as you're heading up to the bar, and Briar will overhear or sense that the table, just as you're passing to your left, is talking more about the political. They are talking more about. So, are you for Shandar or are you for Otessa? Which I'm definitely behind Shandar. I don't know about you, but Otessa just doesn't really. I don't know. I don't think she has the oomph type thing. And that's what he kind of hears overhead. You know, he elbows you guys as you walk by, so you can do a listen. You listen to the same thing. It is a political talk. Um, what's better for the team? What's better for the town? What's better for the who's been here longer? Who has more family in town? That sort of thing. Not inbreeding, but in the town living. Oh, let's see what else. Anybody else? You can roll perception if you'd like, Howler. You're just checking to see if you're trying to overhear small conversations as you pass,
Yeah,
or
anything that might be pertinent. Oh, look at that! I hear everything.
you hear everything. In fact, your head is about to explode. No, you do.
Well,
You
then
hear
I'm
you
hearing
hear
things I don't want to hear.
exactly. You're hearing things everything from the political in one side to another side, of course, talking about the honey mead. They're not filling the cups as much as they used to. The honey mead might seem watered down. The honey mead and they at the same time they're whining about why the honey mead isn't as frothy, as buttery, as whatever its main flavor will be, which is honey. They know the inn, the mead hall, is trying to stretch it out. They are trying to make it last longer. And if a waitress or a bartender comes by and delivers another mead, they're easily quipped with, "Is this going to be a good one? Did they fix, or are they still watering it down with that swill from the back of the back of the hall?" That sort of thing. And the bartender or the waitress just shakes their head, smiles, and moves on. Um, it's becoming to them, a dour situation. They need their mead. Other than that, you might hear a squabble about somebody and their wife. You might hear a squabble about that it's going to be at least another month before they've resupplied the mead house. You know, the meadery.
Okay, so yeah, if we feel, I kind of point out to Bacon and the others, what I'm hearing from where, if anything catches anybody's attention that we want to head towards as we walk in, then
That
that's where
it's
we'd
up,
go sit. But I
it's up to you
follow
guys.
their lead depending on what they're looking for information.
I'd just say someplace warm if there's a table near a fire or something.
I'm listening to the background music. It sounded like they started singing fa la 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 la.
I'd like to know if whoever's serving the mead, I'd be curious to know where their honey comes from.
They look at you and they say bees. They collect
Bees?
the they collect the honey all summer long, and they keep it casked. And
In
they're
in in this climate?
yes, they're very cold bees.
They're hardy
Winter
northern
bees.
frost
They're a
beetles.
hardy winter bee.
They glow with a bright blue eyes.
But there are flowers?
Yes, the flowers they use are the northern Edviligi. They grow all over the place and have enough nectar in them to spread the wealth of honey.
So is this a town of to be or not to be?
That is the question.
Or maybe
Are
they
you,
just really import it from a long, far away area, and that's why they're not going to get any for a while because somebody stole
Maybe
everything they had.
that sounds like a great one, Howler. I like that too.
Or maybe it's been winter for so long, but never summer. So the flowers don't come back and the bees never come back.
And they've been storing honey for years, and then suddenly they don't have any.
I'm
This
thinking
is
it
the
probably
last-
comes
this
from
is the
down
last of
south
it.
by Boulder's Gate or something, but you know,
This could be the last cask that this town wants, and they're going to sell it to the highest bidder.
well, so let's
And
find out. So where are you getting your honey from? It's been
and
cold for so long.
and they say they have a storage of honey that they keep that they get from the south before it got cold and all that other stuff, and suddenly that's where they keep their honey.
But some of it went missing. No?
Not
I-
the honey, the mead. The honey
The
mead went missing.
mead.
The barrels, what it is this place supplies pretty much the barrels of taverns for the other of the 10 towns.
Got it. That makes
And
sense.
now there's an interruption to that due to when you say 5 barrels for you, a barrel could last months.
Mhm.
Well, depends if you drink, like Patrick. But then again, 5 barrels, what's that to you? What's that to the town? So that's their livelihood. So there's not going to be a delivery to maybe 5 other towns for another 5 weeks.
honey mead
So-
right there,
There you go.
Which,
See,
and it's made in frozen Wisconsin. So
see, there you go. No
Yeah.
flowers.
Did anybody see which way the nasty creature went when you ran off with the mead?
And they say the little. So you're talking to the table that was talking about them.
Yeah.
All right. Give me just a sec. They say I gotta make sure I know where I'm going with this. Tunnels to the. Where did it go? Hold on
once
a
I
second.
crack open that bottle, it doesn't last long. It's good.
Okay, so you start asking about the stolen casks, and someone from the table looks at you and they offer the seat for you to sit down. I mean, you're already short enough, but they offer you a seat, and they say, without the good meat, this town is nothing. This town is losing money fast. We all work for this. This is our export. This is what everybody needs and wants from the 10 towns. And he is telling you about that it is better than sliced bread. It's better than the fish wine. It's better than the fish ale. This is honey mead. Everybody loves this. And it goes as far as it can get before, hence probably Bremen doesn't get it. East Haven, yes. They might not have had any while you were there. Definitely Bryn Shaddar. Maybe down in Durgar. I mean, in what's the towns of the south? A, B,
Dugan's
C,
Hole.
D. Dugan's Hole. Because they have to send it basically by cart to one. They buy off what they want. They move to the next town. They buy off
Sure.
what they want. It isn't like they can make it by order. So the further you get, the less it's around.
Well, we got some business up in Dugan's Hole. Make sure no one's a dying. But when we come back, we'll see if we can find out what happened to your stash.
And
Again, do you know what direction the beastie went?
they can point. They can literally just point and say, Just keep walking that way. You'll find them. They give you a northwest towards the woods, toward that sort of thing. Towards the woods, maybe there's some hills or whatever. But he's like, he went that way, or they went
Has
that way.
has
It went
anyone
that way.
else looked into the matter? I mean, surely the town militia or something of the town guard?
And he says they did, but they've never. 5 of our members of our town's militia have gone. None of them have returned.
Hmm.
And of course, we lost our speaker, Kendrick Reelsbarrow. He was killed by a verbug. Verbig. Verbeg.
What is a verbeeg? Do I know
A
this?
giant.
Okay.
Can
And
can
then
some
Go ahead.
can someone fill me in about these wolves? Aside from there are wolves? Are they attacking a town or a village or?
I think they've been disrupting Dugan's Hole. I don't remember exactly
Okay.
what it was from.
Yeah, and my assumption was that people were in danger just because they're wolves.
There is a reason why we were going down there. They wanted us to stop the wolves from doing something. What was that again, Mr. DM?
Well,
Why
the
were we
wolves
going
were
to Dugan's Hold for the wolves?
you were going because there were wolves the size of horses attacking the town, or at least
Attacking
attacking
the-
people
They were attacking the
outside.
town.
Correct.
The
Yeah,
outside,
they were.
as people would leave the town,
Yep.
they would attack.
Okay, that's
They
what
never
I thought.
came
Because
into
that
the
was the
town.
reason why we were going, is because people were being hurt or injured by these wolves that were around Dugan's Hold, so we were going to
Okay.
eliminate them.
Got it.
And there's your description of a verbig in game.
So it's like a cross between a giant and a troll.
You're a Joel, maybe a Triant. Triant's already been taken. Overly large humanoid type creature that could have.
But like trolls are like gangly and long faced, and
There
if
you
this is more humanoid than troll, kind of like
Yep.
a mix between that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just so we got a good idea of how it kind of looks. Works for me.
So I do have some questions about Dugan's Hole. Is there a good place to stay, inns, anything like that? Anything you hear about Dugan's Hole? As I ask the table.
Well, we're the only ones at the table, right?
No. He's got some of the locals. We're talking
okay.
about the
Locals.
Goodmead situation.
Yep.
And what was your question?
Basically, if they knew anything about Dugan's Hole, what's going on down there, is there any inns to stay in case we get down there and need to stay overnight?
And they look at you and they go, "Why stay there? We'll give you 10 days, lodging, food and lodging, if you'll take care of retrieving our good mead, our honey mead."
I think we need more than just staying somewhere.
We are the right people, but for the right, we have other accommodations we got for Phil too.
I mean,
And
we heard a rumor. We haven't necessarily been offered any particular compensation for taking care of such wolves.
And-
I would be interested to hear. I mean, yes, if
If we
lodgings
can
are
take
apparently
care
on
of this
offer.
in a decent amount of time on our way through, we can do this before going down there. But if it's going to take a long time, we've already delayed going to Dugan's Hole by almost 3 days from when we were originally going to head down there due to other things up north.
How late in the day is it?
we're talking. It's what did we say? 1 o'clock?
Yeah, early
Early
afternoon.
Well, we can take care of this on our way down, or we can go down and take care of that, and then take care of this on the way back. Question is, would the tracks
Like-
still be fresh?
I was going to say, when they all point in that direction, how do we ask how far that direction do we need to go before we'd find them?
I'm just looking at the other map to give you a somewhat of a distance. La 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 la. Zoom. Good mead. Then you're heading out into the woods.
Dash.
It's probably a good, say, it's at least a good almost mile just to get to the woods. of Goodmead, the East Pine area. And then within there, they don't know anywhere past there. They just know that they went towards the forest, and the forest is called the Evergreen Forest, and to the northwest. They can give you that direction. If you want to look on the big map, I can put
So
that
that
up
would
for
be
you
the
guys.
rest of this day. We wouldn't get down to Duganhole then. So
Right.
yeah, that's up
So
to
Do you
you
want?
guys.
Here's the map in case you guys want to look.
I was still trying to find out if they had any inns or anything at Dugan's Hole, or if it's just like
No.
And their response is,
Crossroad.
"Why go to Dugan's Hole? It's in the name. It's a hole. We have the Mead Hall. It's warm. There's a room. There's a bed."
Is it
They're
going to
trying
be
to
warm
sell it,
tonight? You guys
and they're
give
like,
up. You guys give up heat.
"Yeah, but they only give up warmth at one day of the month during the sacrifice, and it will be there is no sacrifice tonight."
well,
I look to Bacon and Corwin as you guys are the group leaders. You guys lead the right people the right way.
And in the back, you hear, "You're the right people. Oh my God! I've been waiting to meet you guys. You're the best. Tell me, rah rah rah."
See, I thought that would have been that weird guy dwarf that we ran into.
He's following us now.
yeah.
And now he's following us.
Should we
That's
start signing autographs and
You
such?
know you've made it as a group when you get roadies.
That's right. From the road.
Especially in this climate.
Exactly. So it depends. Do you want the Icewind Dale way up? I was just trying to show you where
I-
you saw the.
Wherever.
But
I mean, whatever we need. I don't have any map up on. I just have our chat boxes up right now.
Okay, I'm just saying you know where to look, but that was just so you could see distances. You are probably about 4.5 miles.
I mean, part of me feels that taking care of the giant would potentially help this community perhaps more than than
Saving
Dugan's
lives.
Hole. Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm
So
just saying.
Getting meat
I'm
back
just
is more
saying-
important than saving lives.
I'm
As a
just
cleric, I'm
saying-
offended.
I am just saying that Dugan's Hole is dealing with wolves. They have a town militia. They can at least defend themselves. This community has already proven that they have no capabilities of
They're
withstanding a
both-
giant.
They're both small towns, though, so I don't know how much of a militia is down there.
So the next question is, the people that hunted them down and went missing, could they still be alive right now?
That is a
Perhaps.
good point.
So we might save people that way too.
Again, I am fine with whatever we. I just look at you sternly when you say mead's more important than human lives. But if we might
Oh,
save human
I never
lives,
said
I'm
mead-
fine with
I
that.
never said mead was more important. I just said that this town's issues might
I
be
mean,
more
I
pressing
know Bacon
than
likes
those
to
of Dugan's
drink,
Hole.
but come on.
I could care
Well-
less about the mead.
I would hope that you know we don't have to travel too far. But even if we go to Dugan's Hole, we're just going to get there in time to stay the night and then go looking for wolves tomorrow anyway.
Touche.
Sure, we can go. We can spend the evening here, and if we don't find the giant, then we just get up in the morning and we make Dugan's Hole in midday tomorrow.
If somebody gets attacked tomorrow morning, I'm just blaming it on you guys.
I'm good with that plan. We can at least go out, see where the group of people went in a giant, check for tracks.
It's fine. We gotta head towards the forest and then into the forest, you said, but they weren't sure exactly where.
Yes, they said basically that they know that the giant went northwest towards the forest, and once they got to the forest edge, they can't tell you anything past that. Correct. Be right back.
So hopefully in the forest, because beyond that is Bryn Shander and the area just then closer to the other side.
Yeah, I
of
would
the
imagine it's
towns.
got to be in the forest. But tracking through the forest might be easier, as the snowfall might not get all the way down to the ground. So we might see his tracks better. You know, in any snow that might be in there,
Right.
especially with the way that the weather's been lately, with not a whole lot of snow. So I'm fine going after the giant. If that's what we want to do.
All right.
I just better get a bottle of this.
Somebody wants honey mead. All right. So you guys, the townsfolk are looking at you and they give you the look like, really? You're going to go look for the giants and get us our meat back? And it starts to resonate through the rest of the room. And by the time you guys get up and you're heading to the doors, there's almost this rousing, go group of people we don't know, go group of people we don't know.
We're the right people.
They're the
The
right
right
people.
people. The right people.
Exactly.
There
And
go the right people for the job.
I mean, hopefully this like generates into offerings of more than just lodging.
I mean, at this point, you guys are like, we've got Bryn Shadar taken care of, East Haven. Now we're gonna Good Meat. I mean, everywhere we go. All right, so you guys leave the town of Good Meat,
Yeah, Bryn Shadar.
of Bryn Shadar, and you head northwest. No, of Good Meat, and you head northwest. That works. You're heading that way. Probably takes you a good half hour to maybe even an hour just to get to the woods because it is across not roaded, matted. Your guys are walking in sometimes knee deep. Unless you're in snowshoes, is everybody in snowshoes?
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Yes.
We
All right,
do.
then you're staying on top of the snow and you're keeping up with the movement. And as you get to the edge of the forest, once you can get the green trees, or at least the shape of trees in the front of you shaped out, you see a guy, a figure in cold weather clothing. He lurches out of the woods into the plain view, goes down on his his hands on his thighs, and you see him breathing heavily. And now he's running. Then he gets back up and he runs as fast as he can through the deep snow. And slung over his back are a pair of animal traps. In one of them, it looks like a panicked fox.
We try and wave him down. I mean, Corwin's going to.
Well, Corwin
Oi!
waves him. Oi, hey, over here!
Yeah.
And I know you're not in winter camouflage. You're in winter warm clothing.
Mhm.
And he runs. He's running towards you like he's running towards the town. So
Okay.
it wasn't like he was going to do anything but run towards you.
Oh, that's
And he
good.
does. And he is running towards you. And as you're waving him down, you see him start to slow down. And you see him breathing heavy.
What's wrong, my fella?
And he's and yeah.
Maybe we'll just let him.
I cast Spare the Dying on him, even though it doesn't do anything.
Boing! And he pops up, and you see him pointing towards the woods, and he's like,
Is it a giant?
bodies,
But it says the creature becomes
At
stable.
least-
Oh.
at least 5 of them, parts everywhere. There's bodies. It's like it was.
Where? Give us exact directions.
In the
Through
woods.
How far into the woods?
You got to go over the hill,
And far away.
through the wood, over the hill, through the woods. Look for Grandma's house. Just joking. He basically is pointing to the woods and he's catching his breath. He's grabbing his water skin, which
Fair
is mostly
left,
ice
right,
now,
Frog?
and exactly, and he's squirting whatever water's left, and he's getting his breath down. And he says, "Sorry, Fef Morin. He's a half elf. Sorry, he's a human scout coming out of the woods, and he's finally getting his breath, and he can finally talk. He's like, Fef, bodies, at least 5 of them, slightly armored, heads everywhere, body chests open, arms sticking out of nowhere. Oh my God, I gotta get to town. Let him know. Just in the woods. Just follow my tracks."
The right people
Good.
will take care of it. And we head towards the woods.
If we're lucky, perhaps the wolves came north and we'll take care of them and the giant.
Yeah. So
Sounds like a bad recipe, but sure.
he goes on his way, continues. He still has that mile run just to get to the town. And he takes his traps. You see the little fox scurrying in the back, going, "No, please don't take me, please." And you don't hear him say that unless you're a druid. And you see him take the traps, and he throws them back on top of his on his shoulders. And you're just gonna let him go, and you guys are heading towards the east, or heading towards the forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. The way he came.
All right. So you You get the idea that one, there is no snow-ish. We're still on that lull of fresh snow, so you can follow his tracks fairly well. Eventually, you come to this grisly scene that he speaks of. So deep in the woods, amid the snow-covered pines, you discover what remains 5 militiamen, who looked like they were clubbed to death. And now, whatever new fallen snow there has been their bodies are starting to get more ice covered than snow covered because of that precipitating rain they had in the last day or so. But they're you can tell they're the militia from this town. They're wearing the good mead symbol of a big cask with an elk horn handle. But they are destroyed. They're just large club meet small face, not good connection.
Well, I guess we won't be saving any lives.
Ugh.
And as you see footsteps going off into the woods.
Can I tell how fresh those footsteps are?
Oh, and how fresh the bodies are too.
Yep.
Well, the bodies are. If you had asked when did the militia go out, they would have said they would have said 3 days ago. They haven't seen them come back, so the bodies are still within that 3-day window. They've been killed for at least those 3
Certainly,
days.
but are they? Is this recent? I mean, are we talking recent here? Or are we not?
Oh yeah, no, the body. I mean, as you can see, the bodies are
Like-
probably 3 days dead.
Like it happened? Okay,
It didn't just happen.
that's what. No, that's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to confirm. Within the last hour, within.
No.
Yes.
No, that's why they have this glaze of ice over them.
Well,
Again,
I mean,
there's not a lot of.
It is the snow and frost. It's hard to.
Right. It's keeping them cool. It's keeping them,
Yes.
sustained.
Okay.
Oh, and again, there hasn't been any, as you could see, carnivores eating up. Sorry,
Yep.
bacon. No giant wolves that you could see having a snack.
And you said 5. And you said 5.
5 bodies just look like they've been torn apart by a giant smashing object.
Well, at least it's good to know that we're on the right path, the right direction.
Aye.
And
Though it would imply that the giant was here at some point. So
Giant
he-
footprints.
So
If
we
the
stayed
gods-
close.
exactly, if the guards went after him, then yes.
Well, good. So let's keep heading this way and see if we can find the beast.
all right, so you can see the fight, or the skirmish between this giantish type. Anybody want to roll? Give me a survival check if they can
Yeah,
try
to get a
and
better tracking.
and ascertain on this thing.
What kind of check?
That's survival.
Survival.
Oh, I'm not trained in
Did-
it, but I got a plus
Did you
2.
just roll? Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You actually that 12 got it. You notice that they are from a large giant type creature. And you can see the direction that they are going, and you could follow them if you would like to.
We follow.
Okay. So you get
I
into the woods
confirm
and you
with
confirm,
my
okay.
22.
There you go. You guys, everybody's confirming. So
Yeah.
basically, one of you says this is a left foot, one of you says this is the right foot, and then Holler stands up and goes, "Look, there's one of each going that way."
He's got both feet.
He's got both feet, exactly.
He's still got
And
both feet. That means they didn't do much to him.
And you start walking. Anybody want to roll a D100 for encounter?
So I'm gonna assume since he doesn't have snowshoes, his tracks are probably very easy to follow.
Yeah, you'd say that. 9's okay. Briar, nothing happens in that first couple hours. Anybody want to roll the next? 2 hours, you're still following tracks.
Take mine
Then they're-
that was
and they're-
above his.
Right. And that's not a direct line of tracks. You're following tracks that are going around trees,
Meandering.
Yep.
going back. Yep, just meandering. And one of you, if you want to roll intelligence, might say, if we keep walking straight, I'm sure we'll find these tracks again.
I was gonna say he's probably got territory that he sort of stakes out.
So he's walking around. So, yep, again, with Corwin's roll, nothing that's going to cause you to go, oh my god, I'm going to die. Quiet, but it's still cold. Anybody want to give me another one?
I rolled a 38 before everybody.
I don't. Okay, so that was okay. We can use that. That's fine too. The 38, still nothing happens, and then I'm going to need one more for this last. You're
That's-
still
that's
trekking these
Bacon.
giant, loping. Bacon got a 44? Okay. Bacon? You get hit with a snowball.
How big is Snowball?
Boulder size.
About the size of a Q-tip, or maybe a cotton ball. Square in front of your face, right like the top bridge of your nose.
Oi! Who's doing that? Who's throwing the little bits of snow?
I mean, this is obviously, it's not snowing, and you just got
I
tagged
kind
with
of,
a snowball.
I kind of giggle a little bit. He hit you pretty good.
Ah, you
Okay.
did, eh?
If you give it an, I
Just
will,
see where it came from.
I'll give you a perception check to see if you can see where it came from. You see a.
Nope, I'm laughing too much.
Yeah, you're laughing way too much. You see a. One of
Chawinga.
the. You see one of these things. You are local to the area, so you have heard of these. Now, whether you and or if you point it out to others have seen this thing,
Nah,
uh,
I've never seen it.
okay,
Have
you're
you?
taking you've never seen it. Then, if anything, you've only heard rumors about it.
Right.
Again, it is local to the area. Do you point it out to anybody?
Hey, lads, does it look like a chewinga to you? I've only heard of them, never seen the creatures.
I point
And,
over at maybe, yeah.
How much would I know about them being a Goliath?
you're from the. Or if you're from the north. The question is, do you know about it? So this is where your character, you can either do it randomly and roll to see if you have any insight on it, or you can say, "Oh God, yeah, I know. I ate them for breakfast when I was little."
Just mischievous little things is all I've ever heard.
I know very little. I rolled a 38 out of 100.
Okay, how about your actual roll, your 20-sider on your, history?
Oh, oops. Okay.
If you know your history of the area, you can either do a history or
Do we roll?
yeah, history.
Do we roll advantage if we are trained in history?
Sure, go ahead. The whole idea is I'm just seeing if you know. So Howler, you can roll again because you only rolled one. An 18. So Howler, you do know the Chewinga. You know that they are exactly that. And Briar, you know crap. If you want to roll with an advantage, go ahead.
Well, I'm trained in history, so
So a Chewinga, and if you want to explain this to everybody, is a tiny elemental spirit.
it's a tiny
lives in-
elemental spirit.
It lives in plants and rocks and rivers and far from civilization. They do
Lives
not
in
like people.
anything you can think of.
They
and
are
throws
found in
snowballs at
cold
people.
climates and live in ice and snow. Painfully shy, and they prefer to be unseen. So in this case, you want to know, like,
So, yeah, they don't like
hmm,
to be seen, so I don't know why he showed himself to us unless he's warning us about something. Hello? But he seemed to pick you, Bacon, so I kind of
So
look
you-
at Bacon and say, I think he wants your attention.
he will quickly go behind the tree, but you notice he is blue. He has a blue glowing flame like existence around his head. No distinguishable face. This is about 10 feet away from you. It's not that far. And if you were to look to try and find it, you may find it pushing itself up against the backside of the tree, going, "You can't see me, I'm hiding."
I will walk in that direction and I'll yell out, are you just being mischievous? Or are you trying to warn us of something? Have you seen the giant?
At this point, Howler, since you've been telling them about the Chewinga, you also tell them that they do not speak. They don't have a language and they don't have names. Everything they do is through either psionic talk or just gesturing. They're a language based on explaining in expression and in body talk, body posture.
Yeah, charades.
I think I was going to say, I think I might be good at this.
But if he dodged behind the tree, I'm assuming maybe he's telling us to
Well-
hide.
Giant.
And this little creature, though maybe small of stature, you see it take another snowball and looks at Corwin, and you see him take the snowball and throw it, and he misses you. And as you guys, I don't know if Corwin decides to move to duck or move to get out of the way. When you move to just let it miss you, unless you're going to take it in the face,
No.
when you look back, he's gone. So if all of you, if you watched the snowball, when you turned back, he was gone. If you were watching him, you saw him go behind the tree, and he is nowhere to be found then.
Well, I guess he just wanted to play for a bit.
And
I think he's warning us about something, but let's keep our eyes peeled. And I'll just
Sprites
do
are
a good
always of a
perception
mischievous
check
nature.
again around us.
so you do this last hour of walking, following these things, and if you want to keep an eye out for the chewing, anybody want to throw perception just to see what's going on?
Well, keeping an
All right.
eye out for him and
Okay.
anything that he might have been warning us about it, if anything at all.
Well, you will notice that at least Briar and Bacon and Howler, all of you do notice you have a follower, and he is not pursuing you per se to catch up to you. He is pursuing to just keep an eye on you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe every once in a while, Briar gets hit in the back of the head with a snowball. Every once in a while, if you look back, you take one square in the face. Nothing that is offensive. He seems to be just playing with you. And then you approach what looks like an entrance, a cave-like entrance, dotted with trees in front of it.
Well, I think this might be it, lads. Let's approach as quiet as we can.
All right. All right. As you approach the
We're
entrance,
not.
I'm getting there. Hold on. I gotta get to here. Okay, where's all the static coming from? Is it me?
That's the wind, I think, in his
That's
sound, isn't it?
No, it's not.
okay.
It's actually Aaron. It's you.
Oh, must be the furnace. Sorry.
That's fine.
Goliath.
I was like, it's not pissing rain out here.
A Goliath's more stealthful than a bacon.
All right, so let's go to. We need this. Okay. I got to put you guys in here. Give me a second. Let me go grab you for. Don't yell at the dog there, Miss Brat.
Any better?
Which entrance are we coming across?
You guys
the
are
one with
coming
the
from
logs or the other?
You're coming from. Yep, you're coming from the south.
Okay.
So if you want to
Well,
plop
they're
yourself
both
here.
south-ish.
Correct. As you approach,
The bones
have a
or the
river-
logs?
you have a river to your left, and as you approach, you can see that there are actually 3 entrances to this what looks like cave system. You have the cave to your right, the cave down the middle, and a cave to your left. The trail accumulates at a rocky hillside with pines growing about its base. Set into the hills are 3 caves. The frozen creek emerges from the west cave, which has a low-hanging mouth. The center cave has an 8-foot-high passage hewn from the rock. It's moderately blocked by a tight strand of conifers with 2 massive fallen logs. The northeast cave is a big, yawning mouth and flickers with light emanating from within. The tracks of your quarry head through this entrance.
Well, if we want to surprise him, we don't want to go that way.
Back?
Right? Well, last time we just kept going left, and that seemed to work out okay. And we probably never. No creatures are going to be following the water in and out.
Unless they're those little blue spirit thingies again, they might be. I look back and around, and do I see the thing at all? Does he kind of throw a snowball one way or another?
Well, if you do take time to ascertain what's in front of you, and while you're ascertaining that, you keep a look behind you. The distance has gotten greater. Remember, this thing is only about 12 inches, 8 to
Yep.
12 inches tall, and you start to see him behind one tree. And then if you're looking around and you're like, okay, he'll come out from another tree, but he's always at a distance away from the cave. He doesn't seem to be getting any closer. Even though you've gotten further away from him, he's not getting any closer to you. He is
So
keeping
he
his
stopped at
distance.
the tree line mostly.
Correct. The far tree line, we'll say that's the 30 feet from behind you or something.
Okay.
He's picked his tree and he likes it.
I come over towards the water and I kind of step on it a little bit. Is it frozen solid or does my foot go through it at all?
No, it's frozen solid.
Okay.
It's a creek. It's not a river.
Then
It's
I'll look up through that tunnel wise. If anything, if we need anything, I'll cast light on a twig or something and throw it as far as I can, or on a decent sized stick that I can chuck into somewhere around here.
and you don't see any light directly in front of you. The light you saw was coming from the right side of the entrance. There's
I'm
no light in front of you, so you
Casting
did the
light
twig light,
on a
right?
stick,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
chucking
okay.
it.
I got the twig light. I'm just saying that is your source of light.
Yep.
So you've
Yeah, I
got
figured
twig
it was
light.
dark.
You got twig light, and as you enter, you see it's frozen stream and walls of this cave. You see it's about 5.5, probably about 7 feet, 8 feet wide. It's not really. Some places are 2 people wide. Some people are 1.5 people wide. That sort of thing. Eventually, you will see it with your light mouth open a little bit. What, 25 feet ahead of you?
Yeah, I want to
If
chuck the
well,
stick in, as far as I can, 20, 30
okay.
feet, and see where it
Okay,
lands and if it lights anything up.
If you put a stick right here, I'm just
Yep.
throwing a number. I don't know where you are. You're down there. Then yeah, this whole room or area is now more lit, and it just looks like
Does anything move around or shift in there that we see?
nothing is moving around. As you basically to the north along this frozen stream, the tunnel eventually is going to split. The stream follows the northern route, and light from a distant fire is visible from the eastern route.
Okay.
So as you guys, if
I
you guys
throw the
want to
stick
enter,
in and I just look at him. I don't see anything, and I look back at everybody and I say, "Looks kind of clear this way if we want to go in. Nothing's moving,
right.
but yeah, from what I can tell."
No, you did not startle anything. You did not activate anything. There's nothing.
We'll let you go in first, and I'll
And
be
yeah, I
behind you a
let
little bit.
Iron and
I'll go
Bacon go
first.
in.
And Bacon goes in, and Briar goes in, and they see your stick on the ground.
You can pick it up and chuck it to the next area if you guys want.
Where do you go?
We
Do you-
see light emitting from the right, correct?
You see light emitting from the distant right,
Right.
not directly to your right.
I mean, I think that I would suggest we keep going left and stay and kind of see what's in this complex like we did the last time.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now we just see a entrance that goes to another circular-ish type broken room that's dark. And I say we follow the river. So.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me find something here.
So you'll follow back this goes.
So
Forward, or
Bacon,
do
do
you
you
want me
pick
to?
up the lit stick and chuck it farther down into
Sure,
here
why
or
not?
something? See if anything happens.
Why not?
Okay, hold on give me 1 second. I'm just looking for something.
And we're
I wanna see if
moving quietly and stealthily as we can, I'm assuming.
I got you.
That would
I sh-
probably
I-
be a good idea.
I just want to see what this person has. Hold on.
I'm moving stealthy with my 6.
Okay, you move stealthy with your 6. So
Oh, I
let
gotta
me
roll
roll this.
disadvantage. So a 20 and a 1.
Okay, well, this is what I was trying to roll while you guys were all dancily moving. As you get up here and your little, yeah, you're okay. So a couple of you are stealthy, sort of. But it was more of the light that attracted. Suddenly, there is a sound of a large yell coming from your right, and let's open up initiative. You guys see this coming.
Very small giant.
All right, let's see what we got.
It got that close to us before we had to roll initiative? Oh, this sucks.
No, it came running at you when you rolled. So let's see what we got. One of these. 17.
Ooh. Ooh. Thank goodness I have an extra +1 now.
Anybody else rolling this? Briar rolled a 20. Let's put you on here. I got you. You rolled a 20. Corwin is there. And Howler is. So Briar's going up there. And that looks like our order right there. Alrighty then. Get over here.
Fat.
That. Yes. Let me go
So
back
as Bacon
here.
picks up the stick and is about to chuck it in the next area, all of a sudden, "Roar!" Okay, got it.
So much for a surprise.
Oh yeah, it was the light more than anything that gave it out. So
Yeah.
and it was his perception. So he went, "What the hell's that?" All right. So as we know, Briar, you're gonna go first on this thing if you'd like.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
Corwin,
guessing
you're right
it's
next to it. I'm
definitely
sorry.
attacking, right?
I can't hear you. What? No, I just couldn't.
I said it's definitely attacking, right?
Oh, it has its giant. Yeah,
A giant is running at us, so yeah, it would be a little.
with a spear in
There's
his
a
hand.
trickle coming out of Corwin's
But
trousers.
okay.
I'm gonna step in front of it to block it and hit it.
Okay.
And action.
I need to make a fight command. Exclamation point, fight! Oh, just kidding.
15 hit
Yeah, 15 does hit.
for 10 points.
10 whole point. Okay. Let me
And
do
I'm
this
gonna use,
while you guys are doing that. I'm doing this. Go ahead.
and I'm also gonna use the action surge to allow me to take one additional action.
Okie dokie.
And it is second time.
And that does not. All right. So you doing any? That was your bonus
That's it.
action.
Yep.
All right. So it's Bacon.
Alright, with my bonus action, I'm going to put Hexblade's Curse on the giant, and then I'm going to just kind of step forward past Corwin's shoulder and try to hit him with my battle axe. Does an 11 hit?
No, the 11 does not hit.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
Did you push
Go-
forward to your left or anything, or
I am going to no, that would take my action, unfortunately. It's trying to get his attention. So I think what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna back just up to there. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Okay. So that's his. Well, you're going to see. You hear Verbeg. Give me a second here. You see Verbeg take a swing. The person who hit him is Briar. So let's see what happens when I do this. I'm gonna see if it rolls in game. And did it roll in? No, it did not. He rolled an 18. I'm gonna roll on your side from now on. I was seeing if it was connected, and for some reason, it's not coming over there. So
on
it was.
this last 18?
Might have had to click on the token just for it to come through.
Well, that's the thing is when I'm on the token, I'm using his thing for the ability to fight and stuff, and it's not giving me anything to roll. That's
Do you have the actual monster page open?
I have the monster page open. Yep, and it's clickable. The attack is clickable. It's just not
Oh.
coming through this side.
Interesting that it's not coming through.
I'm using it in the encounter, the encounter creator, and it has the buttons to click. It's just not coming through.
Yeah.
And if I go to the character sheet, I see the attacks, but it's not. There's nothing to click to use it. Does that make sense? Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of where I'm stuck. So he does have a +6. He rolled a 12.
Okay.
Your AC is,
18.
so he matches it. So he doesn't do anything. For his second attack, you're gonna hear him yell, "Yakubo!"
Since I'm Goliath, I recognize what he said, right?
He's
Wait.
not. He's not speaking Goliath. He's
He's-
speaking giant.
I
Yep.
speak giant.
We know giant because we're
That's fine, but he doesn't speak Goliath.
But that's what I mean.
Goliath language is giant language.
There you go. So
Yeah.
you speak giant.
Yeah.
I don't care about Goliath. And you understood what he said was, Yakubo!
So
I yell insult right back at him.
what is his to hit?
14.
Okay, 14. I thought you said he hit with an 18.
No. He had his armor class was 18.
Ah. All right. Anything else from your wall?
I am checking something here to see what I need to put for him.
Just get the one attack.
He does only get the one attack, but no, his second attack was a command. I just gotta find it.
Briar, are you not full health?
I should be.
It just looks like you're not on your token. That's all.
Yeah. Actually, I had taken a long rest and it did not.
It may not update the token. You might just have to. There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
so there you go. That I did what I needed to do. So yeah, he is. So his second attack was a command. He's done.
Was a command.
Was a command.
Okay. Ah, not the command spell. Got it.
Not the command spell. A command. Okay. Corwin, what are you gonna do?
Bonus action. Start up Blade Song.
Mhm.
So that's gonna add 3 to my AC.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to swing my rapier at him. I believe. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, that's gonna do it. Total.
7 piercing.
Okay.
Back.
Sounds good. I'm just trying to get another thing up on a window here, and it's not working for me.
That's all right.
Okay, so I need. I'm seeing if this is gonna help my whole thing. That's what I wanted. There. See if this lets me roll in. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so you attacked, you hit. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, sorry for my delay. I'm just working a double. All right, Howler, what are you gonna do?
Have any of us been hit yet?
Nope.
He's been damaged.
Yes.
Yes.
I am going
Uh-huh.
to cast the new spell that my god taught me, called
Ooh.
Toll the Dead.
Go ahead. And that's
Yeah.
a wisdom.
New cantrip. Yes, I believe it is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Yep. Sorry.
So this is a just straight as is, and he rolled a 5.
He failed, so he takes 8 points of necrotic damage as bells ring inside of his head.
And
Loud
you
and
see
annoyingly
you
wise.
see him rolling his head, going things like that. All right, Briar, what are you gonna do?
A spell that works.
You finally got one.
All right. Up. I'm going to play with him again. 15 should hit
15 does hit.
for another 9.
Okay.
And I yell at him in giant, stand down.
He just looks at you like, okay. Go ahead, Bacon.
Okay. Um. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers and whisper across the distance into his ear, and he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Wisdom is just straight across again. Yep. 3.
Nice. All right, so he's going to take. What?
You rolled the worst possible, but okay.
Yeah, so 9 points of psychic damage, and he immediately has to use his reaction
Uh-huh.
to move full speed away from us.
Away
Okay,
from
so
you,
From me, yes.
which would be into a wall.
But he could,
But
but
he
he
would have,
go-
yeah, he'd run back towards his fire probably.
you don't see anything. However, Bryler and Corwin don't see a fire. So, but I guess he has to move back into that room. Now, do they each get an opportunity attack?
No,
Because it's forced
not,
movement.
Yeah, not with force movement.
Okay, and the next question is full movement.
He uses a
Yeah.
reaction to do his.
Is it
full
his
movement
reaction?
attacks.
Yeah, it's his
Yep.
reaction, so it's just flat movement.
'Cause it's
Just
Flat
whatever his full move is.
I
30
got
feet
you.
or whatever. Yeah.
I totally got that. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So you see him
Ow.
haul butt through the room. And Bacon, do you do anything else?
And
Is that a concentration or is that a one shot?
It's a one shot.
Okay.
And I think I'm just going to move back up behind Corwin and just kind of watch him run away.
Okie dokie.
Too bad I don't have Sentinel.
It wouldn't have worked. They said it was force
Wouldn't have
movement.
mattered. Yeah.
And then
So-
is he feared from you for the till your next turn?
He gets to come back on his turn.
Yeah, that's all that happens. That is all. It's done.
Yeah.
But
runs
is the
and then
fear
he's
Uh-oh.
until the next? It just uses the reaction and it's over with.
Yep.
Okay.
What is your hit? What is your AC, Tom?
19.
Bake. Does not hit. With its bite and one with its claws. 19.
Oh, that hits.
Who woke the bear up?
What's his command?
You took 14 points of damage.
Ow.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I yell out, oh!
Now it's
Eh.
going to be a fight.
So
That's
now the question
easy.
was that the Verbeeg's, now is it gone and he comes back?
Yes, he can.
On his,
That's,
yeah, he's normal now.
Okay. So on his turn, he's going to come back. All right, so yes, around the corner as Bacon was running towards you and not looking behind him, a giant polar bear, looks like a grizzly bear, but a giant polar bear comes charging towards Bacon and slashes with his claws, his mighty claws, and whoosh, and misses. And then once with his claw, or his bite, like that. Or I did bite then claw. Then, and suddenly Bacon is wondering what the hell's behind him. So there's that, and there's that attack. Corwin,
So does
between
the Verbeeg gets to come back because his turn would have
Yeah,
been
it's the
before
Verbeeg's
bear.
turn. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then the Verbeeg will come right
So
back.
like literally, he feared him,
Yeah.
and then yeah. So if he moved all the way back up, he gets.
So
an
does he
attack.
get his?
If it's
So
normal,
he gets his
yeah,
attack
it's
normal.
He
Okay.
gets his normal
Okay.
attack, yeah.
Okay. Then
He's back to normal. He just had to run away
I got you.
intermittently.
All right, so we're gonna see if this actually works. So he's getting his multi-attack, and right now Briar's the only one that's in reach. So he's gonna, go for you.
That would have worked better if he wasn't right after me.
Yeah, probably. So 14 hit you,
Nope.
and melee attack for second round. 22 hit you.
Yep.
Okay, so this is
Just a flesh wound.
use the range. So we're doing this one because it's used as where 16 points of damage. And it is now Corwin. Yeah, I thought his running away like ate his turn because he ran. That's all.
Do, 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 do. All right, we're gonna get this going now. I am going to cast Blur, I believe. Let me check. Yes.
Disadvantage to attack you. Okay. Understood. So
That is my
so-
turn.
So Briar can hit you. He is blind fighting.
Yes, technically.
Go on, hit him. All right, so Howler. So now you do see Bacon is hurt, and Briar. Grabbing something to shove down my gullet. In my belly.
Okay. I've now got a shield build up and going, so if we need to choke point, I can hold.
Do you guys want to be healed, or do you?
So this is probably if we
Yeah. Do you want to be healed this round, or do you want bless first?
I don't think we're gonna have any issue hitting, for the most part.
A better chance for a crit is all I'm thinking, but
Yeah, true, but yeah.
I'm good either way.
that's fine. Then I will walk up first, and I will use my bonus action to take a healer's pack and rub some ointment on the back of the Goliath's head, so he gets healed for. How does this work again?
It's a hit die, isn't it?
Um,
Or is it just a
no, it's a healer's kit.
Oh, it's a healer's kit. Restore.
With the healing feat. There it is. When 1d6 plus 4 hit points. Oh, there you go. 10 hit points back to Briar.
Nice.
And then I will use my action to touch Bacon and cast Cure Wounds.
So you've got the healer feat right there.
Yep.
Right. So it's 1d6 plus 4 plus an additional hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice. So plus another 4, right?
4 or 3?
Well, we're at level 4.
Is 4.
We're at level
Right,
4.
So 14 hit points back, actually.
Plus additional equal to the creature's max. Yeah. But he can't regain from.
Oh yeah,
He can't be smeared again, and until he has a short rest, basically. So that's why I'm doing that on him, and then I'm casting Cure Wounds on Bacon, because it is the only way I can do 2 heals in 1 round.
Briar, you get that? You get an extra 4.
Extra 4. Okay, thanks.
So it's 10 instead of 10. It's 14.
Good.
And
Puts me back at
Bacon
max.
gets 7.
Nice. Thank
Hey,
you.
there we go.
That's perfect.
And I'm not within range of either one of them unless they have reach. Martin, do either one of them have reach? I
Nope.
might know this.
Nope.
Okay, then I will.
Well, technically, he does have a spear he can throw it at you, but he's not interested
I'm just
in
gonna
that.
back up an extra 5 feet then. Keep an eye on everybody, and that is my turn.
Briar, what are you doing?
All right,
Giant's
as
Might.
Bonus. Yeah, bonus action, Giant's Might. You read
Okay.
my mind.
Tell everybody what it does so we know what we're doing.
All right. Basically, I get 1d6. Right there's everything it does, but I get strength saving throws and strength checks bonus on it, and then I get 1d6 each time I hit for the next minute.
So your stature seems to increase even more beyond the Goliath.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's
a
a Goliath and a half.
I'm a giant Goliath.
He becomes large, so he now takes up a 2x2 square. So does that mean he pushes the other two towards the bear?
I mean, or
Well-
he could fill back.
That's why I'm asking. Does he push them
can
out of
he-
the way, or does he?
Or it also
There
says
you go.
if you lack,
He becomes
if you
large.
lack the room, if you lack the room to become large, your size doesn't change.
Well, he has enough room. Luckily, I backed up.
Can I put the vendor monster thing back?
I mean, it'll be an action.
It'll
Okay,
be your
now
athletics. It's a
I'm just
strength
gonna
check.
get it.
Giant's Might was an action.
No, Giant's Might was a bonus action.
It says action right there underneath Giant's Might.
It says as a bonus action, you gain the following benefits in the
When
reading.
And then when I take a action of a hit, it does additional 1d6.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm just reading what he linked in chat. It says Giant's Might
Oh.
action.
Sure.
Action.
Right.
so 7 doesn't hit, right?
No.
That's a natural 1. It never hits.
Even if you have plus 20.
I know.
All right, Bacon, what are you going to do? Suddenly you feel breathing down the back of your neck.
Yes, I do. So I am.
I can no longer get to you to heal you anymore.
That's okay. No, I still have my. I can.
No, I
put
can step
shield
within
up,
his
but I
space.
just-
It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. You can kind of step between the legs there and come back.
He's not going to hit me again.
I don't want to see what's... No.
You just
Not
got blindsided that first time.
Not going between the legs.
So I will turn to the bear, and I will grab my axe, and I will cast, just for the heck of it, I will cast Booming Blade. Even though he's probably not gonna, it's not gonna do anything, but that's all right. And I will attack him.
Just grabbing a drink, sorry.
Okay, where is my? Here it is. Attack. Oh, and a crit for 11 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Holy cow.
We've seen better. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, I'll still take it. And that's my turn. Oh, I'm sorry. With my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give go ahead and give Bardic Inspiration to Corwin.
Ooh. That's
Now-
right, you're level 4 now. Finally getting that multi-class.
You done?
Yep, I'm done.
All right. You see Doug, or Durg. He's going to... Doug, however you want to say him. You see him grab the spear, and you just see Briar, you got huge, or at least his size now. You see him grab the spear in both hands, and swings at you. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
He says, I hate you. Die, nothing happens.
I yell insults back in giant.
And you hear him in giant saying, Yogbora, kill them! Kill them all! Then you hear the bear go, and Bacon, you take a swing. You get one of these.
Here you go.
Does a 23 hit?
Not when I use my reaction to put a shield up. I have a
Okay.
24 armor class.
Okay. Does the shield stay up for both attacks?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it stays up till the end of the
My
round.
neck.
That's fine. So he attacks and
beginning.
nothing happens with his second one. And it's Corwin's turn.
Corwin will swing at the...
Oh, Bacon, who did you attack? I gotta put that in.
Bear. 11 to the bear.
11 to the bear.
Swing at
Okay.
the Marauder.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration. Is that a D4, Tom? D6, D8,
A D6.
D6. Add a 2 to that.
It doesn't help. Doesn't work.
13 does not.
13 does not hit.
All right,
Are you going
That's all I
after the giant or the bear?
Marauder.
Okay.
Or Briar or the bear or okay. Howler.
Well, everybody's dodging okay, so, but now I'm seeing my friends miss, so I cast Bless on the 3 of them.
Nice.
Actually,
Alright.
well, let me see.
Plus,
Do we want Bless, or I can give somebody Shield?
I'd rather have bless.
Which is a plus
What are we
2
all set- so-
AC.
Tom, you're sitting at a 19. Briar's sitting at an 18. I'm sitting at an 18. I think we're all good.
Yeah, but the bear's been hitting pretty hard. That's it's like you'd have
Yeah,
a
I have
permanent
lots-
2.
I've
Which
got-
would put
I've
you at a
got lots of-
21.
I've got a lot of first level spell slots to waste on shield.
Okay,
Same
then
here.
I'm gonna do
Same
Bless.
Alright.
And 3 creatures are the 3 of them, not me. So you all
Alright.
have plus a D4 to a saving throw or an attack.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Nice.
Go ahead. Briar.
Alright. Well, with feeling the new lesson on, I am going to play the Giants more. And I know a D6 is not going to help me, or a D4 is not going to help
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
It's a natural 1. You don't have to roll anything because it's an automatic miss.
Yep.
This is like 2 times I've rolled a natural 1 and.
Yeah, that's why I thought I needed to bless you guys, because you're the one who's like really whiffing.
Yeah.
Bacon, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing again. Booming Blade, attack with my battle axe
To the bear.
to the bear. 16.
Yep. You hit.
Plus a D4, yeah. Or no, you got it in there. Cool.
It's in there, yeah. Alright, so it's just one-handed. So 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I will give another Bardic Inspiration to Corwin, since
Since you just
Until-
burned it.
Yeah.
Alright, so Doog, again, has only been touched, really, that he could see by the big briar. And he's going to take his attack, and 22 hits. He has an AC of 18. Since he's doing it with two-handed, that's 20 points of damage.
Ooh!
Oh,
Ouch.
ouch.
Did you get extra hit points when you became bigger? I hope so.
Unfortunately, no.
His second attack, 11, misses.
So, as a
So if he does hit you, it's like a
Hold-
truck.
hold- during your
bonus action, that
Yep.
happens.
That's why the shield might have helped there. I don't know.
Yeah.
18 to 22 wouldn't have
No,
worked.
still
but-
wouldn't. Yeah.
So 31 points of damage, huh?
No, 21.
No,
20.
21.
20. 20.
The other
20.
attack was an 11 that missed.
Yeah, still
I was
can't.
just looking at Stone see.
Your second
Stone's
wind gives
endurance?
you... That's a
You can
bonus
take a
action.
D12 off. It's
As
a reaction.
I can reduce
A reaction,
damage
okay.
by
D12
So-
plus.
Click it. There you go. You got 13 back, so you took a
There
total
you go.
of 7.
I took 7 damage. That's better.
You don't have inspiration. Stop clicking that.
There we go.
You were full health before?
Yep.
Can you do something with this thing?
Yep.
Short and curly tail. Alright, so that was his attack, and now the bear swinging at Bacon because that's what bears do best. You get one of these. 25?
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Okay, so here's that roll. Took
Yeah,
7
he's no
from
longer
that.
at a 23 anymore, anyways.
22?
22. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I will put a shield up.
Okay,
So that doesn't hit me, so I just take the 7.
gotcha.
Okay.
And you're hearing the bear going, "Right, boy!" Okay. Corwin, stuck between a rock and a hard place, and
You mean
And
a
a-
bear and a giant?
no, I was gonna say a bear and a bear, a giant, and a verbig.
It just smells really bad all around me. Swinging at the Verbeeg.
Okay.
Let's see if the custom formula works.
That'd be a no.
Wow.
Hold on, this is the Verbeeg? You could. Nope, you can't even
Never
roll
rolled.
the extra. Nope.
No, that didn't.
Roll the 1.
All right. Are you? Well, now what are you doing?
That's all I got.
Throwing your hands in the air, going me.
Level
Come on,
level
guys,
4,
we need to
still
hit.
1 attack.
Howler?
I should have done Fairy Fire instead. Well, now I gotta step up and smear bacon.
That just sounds wrong. You're
Are you
lathering him with bacon. No, wait. He is bacon.
So he will get 7 plus 4 is 11 points of healing.
Nice. That's excellent. I'm good.
If
And
Bacon... Go ahead.
he doesn't look that bad yet, so then I will just do Toll the Dead on the Marauder again.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save, yes. Oh, he saved. He takes nothing.
All right, so I figured it out. Using the encounter, it does not link to Roll20. Searching for it in D&D Beyond as a monster, those link to D20
Yep.
or
Yeah.
Roll20.
Yeah, they
I
will.
just figured that out. I was like, I got to find it somewhere, so I found it.
There you
All
go.
Oh, it's easier that way. So, Holler, anything else?
Nope,
just
that was
slapped
my
bacon
bonus
on the butt.
action. Yeah, bonus action to heal bacon, and my action to cast the cantrip.
Briar?
So if Bacon ever gives Howler a hug, would that be a bacon-wrapped Howler?
Yes. Somebody stab Briar now. I mean, Corwin now.
With disadvantage.
And right now it'd be a greasy bacon wrapped howler.
That's right. With no special sauce, please. No special sauce.
And still don't hit.
Well,
We are
Eh.
rolling horribly.
Okay.
bacon?
Okay, I
Or
might
box-
drop freaking whatchamacallit just to do fairy fire on one or the other.
Oh,
here, guys.
no, because you'd only get one of them with Fairy Fire.
I know, but right now we need it.
Bacon?
Yeah.
What are you feeling about? What? Yeah. What are you thinking?
So the bear is attacking the same time that the giant.
One
does,
after another.
right?
Correct. Back to back.
Yeah.
You got him.
That sucks.
That's the downside.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm gonna do.
You're at least chipping away. Keep chipping away.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I don't know.
So same thing. So I'll be doing booming
I still got
blade.
spells. I got all my level 2s and 2
Ooh.
more level 1s left. So
That'll hit.
Oh,
I
That's
can't
right.
heal either one of you guys with the smears anymore.
Oh,
but-
it's not on the. Oh, if it was on the giant, it would crit because I hexed him. All right, it's not a crit. 11 points of slashing damage, as good as my crits. And I will give my last bardic inspiration to Briar.
Now you
You
have
s-
inspiration.
You start with 3?
Bardic.
Yeah.
Not that.
Nice.
Because I'm
Yeah,
level
that's
2.
Yeah.
not that. You just know you have it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to mark anything.
All right.
Just
So
say
Big
when
Boy
you're
is
gonna use
going
it.
after apparently Big Boy because for some reason he just won't stop. 25.
Oh,
That hits.
don't roll as well this time. That was a. That's
There's-
better.
that
That's
better?
Oh, that's better.
And his
Still.
second attack.
Still.
I know. Better than 20 though. Oh my god. And now Briar goes down in one round.
Max damage and max hit. So 34 points of damage total. Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
Don't worry, someone's gonna slap you in the behind here in a second. So the Verbeeg sits there and does the.
Well, so the question is, would the 11 have dropped Briar?
No,
Okay.
the 11 would have got you down to 18. You were at 29, weren't you?
Yeah.
It would have got him to 18. And so he's down 4 under with the 23.
All right.
5 under. Correct. No, yeah, he's not dead. He's not all dead.
Does he shrink?
I don't. Is it a concentration?
Nope.
You know, you
Does
can just
it-
look at your character.
Does it say
before
how long
that.
it lasts?
One turn.
1 minute.
Yes, a minute.
1 minute, 10 turns.
Bacon, does a 19 hit you?
Not with the shield up, and there's
Okay.
a shield up now.
Does an 18 hit you? No. Okay.
Nope.
Then it is Corwin's turn.
The giant.
Gotta get rid of this
Like
bear.
2 weeks in a row. Yes.
You cast shield again, Tom? This
Yeah,
round? Okay.
yeah.
17 versus the giant's AC.
Yeah,
3
very
in a
much so.
row.
11 points of piercing.
11. Okay. On the giant.
See,
On
if
the
I would
giant.
have gave you the +2 AC, those two wouldn't have hit you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anything else?
The bless
That's
is
it.
better.
Howler.
Well, now I gotta use spells on him. Or should I just leave him on the ground now?
One thing you will notice is that the Verbig is no longer using his shield. He is grabbing the spear with both hands.
I don't know if that means anything for a spellcaster.
Well, I can still use... Okay, this would be an action. I can use the healer's kit on a dying creature to stabilize him, which actually grants him 1 hit point now, too, with the healing feat, instead of... So,
Casting a spell.
I bend down and I use the healer's kit on
Big Briar.
Briar to bring him back to 1 hit
So
point.
you're not at 1 hit point. You're
Um,
now up.
He's not up. He's just... And as I'm healing him, I say, play dead for a round so I can heal you.
So as a bonus action, you whisper sweet nothing.
Does that count as a short rest? No.
All right. So are you done, Howler?
That is my action. As a bonus action, Bacon, you didn't get hit last round.
Nope.
He might not.
Do you have
like
spiritual
this.
weapon?
I'm gonna do. Nope.
No.
Remember, I'm a buffer tank or a buffer healer is what I wanted
Sure.
to be. So,
Ah.
so I'm gonna do toll the. Nope, that's an action. I need a
Action.
bonus action. Bonus action. I guess I'll cast. Shield of Faith would drop that. I guess Healing Word on the guy on the ground. So you get 4 more hit points. So you have 5 this round.
Okay.
Okay, Briar. Are you gonna play dead or are you getting up?
First thing I'm gonna do is use my short wind or second wind as a
Bonus action.
That's 1d10 plus 4.
So you get
7.
more.
7 more.
So you're up to 11. Or 5, and you're up to 12.
That's
Sorry.
12.
Yep.
But that's 1 hit, so I'll go back down if I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna lay 1 round to see more
Dodge.
healing.
Go into
See if
dodge.
he can kill Corwin. Is that what you're saying?
Stand up and go into dodge is my suggestion, because laying down he's got bonus. He's got
Bonus,
advantage on
advantage to hit you.
Okay.
If he
you. So
decides
stand
to
up
try
and
kill
dodge, and then you'll be at disadvantage for him to hit you if he goes after you again. Because now you're just gonna pop up and like taunt him and go into dodge,
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're going into
and
dodge. He
hopefully
gets the
Corwin
disadvantage
can
to
hit him.
Okay. So Briar's done. Bacon, you and this bear are friends now.
Oh yeah.
Mano
gonna give
y
him
mano.
another friendly tap on the nose. Here we go.
Oh yes, you hit.
11 slashing again.
Really?
Nice.
Nicely done.
And that's your turn.
Yep. And,
How do you take down the bear?
He beat the crap out of it with his
kept,
battle axe.
kept rolling max
Well,
damage.
he said a pat on the nose. So did he just literally turn the back edge of his war
And
axe
did
over
11 and did 11 points of
nabbed
damage
him on
on
the
the
nose and just crushed his head into the ground?
So how does it look, Bacon, as you wield this battle axe and you tap him on or pat him on the nose?
So I go to pat him on the nose, but I get a little too enthusiastic, and my axe splits his nose in half and runs up and lodges itself right into his forehead between the eyes.
Oh, so you can't get the axe out, so you lose your axe. Okay, got it.
No. Wrench it right out. And I'm going to cast Healing Word on Briar.
Okay. Take 5
Or-
more.
5 points of healing.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right. So did you get up? You got up and went to dodge, right? I think more likely that would be more of the irritant than Corwin, because he's like, I just put you down, so he is going to take the attacks at you. Now, are all of his attacks, because he's on dodge, disadvantage,
Yes.
or is it the first attack?
All of them are disadvantage.
Okay, so if I do this, public roll, okay. It doesn't give me the option to do a disadvantage, so I'm going to roll it twice. It doesn't give it to me in the drop down. So there's 1, and then there's 2. So 15 does not hit you. Second attack. 15 doesn't, let's see, I mean, not that he gets another one, but neither of them hit you.
Nice.
Okay, so Bear's gone. So Corwin.
So you're just going to let the little pointy-eared elf just take you down? Is that it? And Ranger.
And he doesn't. And did you say that in comment? Because he understood that if you did.
Oh yeah,
All right.
in
So
common.
you're a taunting pointy-eared elf. 8 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, good. He rolled and missed both times. Dodge
You're up,
for the
Hollow.
wind. Yeah. You're down how much? Like 20 points ish?
Me, yeah, I'm 19 points down.
That's what you're fighting, guys. That's what it looks like.
I'm gonna do a healing word at 2nd level then.
Okay.
Or not healing word. Wrong one. Don't take that. Cure
Don't
wounds at
touch it.
2nd level.
Cure wounds, yeah.
Don't touch that. Don't touch it.
What? Oh, yuck.
There you go. 8.
So there. 8. That's what I want.
Still.
Not healing word.
All right. Are you done there, Holler?
Yep. Because if I do my bonus action, it'll drop bless. So I'm just keeping bless up. I'll back up again a little bit though,
Good.
since Bacon's
Briar,
got
what are you
the
gonna do?
bear down. Bear down. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I like this. I'm gonna keep taunting the giant and stay in dodge mode. Try to keep his attention on me taunting him.
Okay.
Are we both taunting him?
Apparently, one's taunting with just "you're ugly," and the other one's trying to stick with stick. Bacon.
And don't forget the short, hairy dwarf. Well, I'll be taking you down, you big, smelly.
Eh?
Yeah, I want to hear the
Wow.
insult. I want to hear the rest of it.
Oh, yeah, you big, smelly.
Goliath.
Walking bear rug. That's what you are. There we go. Okay, same thing. So, booming blade and my battle axe. And my battle axe be doing good. Does the 15 hit?
Hitting him? Yes. His armor class dropped by 1 when he switched the shield out.
Cool. Because he is hexed, I do 11 points of slashing damage.
Gotcha. Okay. There you go.
And my yeah, and I'm done. I'm done.
He's going to now since the pointy one is actually doing the damage, he's going to turn towards the pointy one, the pointy-eared one. Is he at disadvantage with you, Corwin?
He is. I have blur still up.
Okay, so there's 2. It's going to be 2 rolls. Hold on. Would you rather have the
Ooh.
20 or the 25?
I'll take the 20 and then cast shield.
Okay, so you absorb that one. Second round, how about a 25 or a 12? You'll take the 12. All right, he missed.
He is getting some nice rolls.
Corwin.
Yes,
I'll swing back.
I was wondering if this is a tennis match or what.
Oh yeah. You really have to work on your
serve.
your technique.
Okay, so
if you're
is
trying to thrust, you gotta thrust like this. Ah!
Is it so 10 or do you get a bonus?
No 10?
Okay. And now Howler.
Oh. Yeah, let's do Toll the Dead.
Okay, so that's a wisdom.
Wisdom save. Come on, fail it. Does good damage.
there we go.
Failed. 6 more
Oh.
damage. As bells go rambling.
Ring
his
it.
head
Bells
again.
will be ringing. Yeah, exactly. All right, and he's just looking worse to wear, and he's also looking more and more mad. Briar, are you going to do anything this time, or are you just doing the na-na-na-na-na?
Nope, I'm gonna try hitting again.
There we go. Yep, finish him off.
Have the fighter actually do, his job. Okay, or not.
And D4 don't get me there.
And it
And you
didn't
have a
get you.
D6. And
You do have a D6.
Okay,
Oh,
roll a
If you wanna spend
d6.
Remember, you guys have a
That-
D4 to all your attacks, too.
So technically that's a 13. That actually hits it. Because that's what you need, because he dropped his shield.
Okay, for 9 damage. Plus, I've got the Still the Giant, which gives me what, D4 or D6?
Yes.
D6. But I
Do
don't
know
think it's
he
gonna be necessary.
yeah, he doesn't look at the map.
Yep, he's dead.
You could do all you want. You killed him long before you even went, I'll do more.
And I
Upset me
now
with that character.
am full health because I heal for 4
Wait.
points from my hex. The energy from my hex sucks.
I know you want to add everything into it, but when they're dead, you can kick the horse when he's down if you'd like. But
Yeah.
all right, gentlemen, I use that term loosely.
Search the body.
Okay.
Well, I can certainly see how the town militia had an issue.
You find a spear, a shield, and a armor-hided giantish thing, and you find a big bear.
In here.
Right there, where you're standing. That's what you get.
Perhaps we should explore further in?
Okay, so you're going this way. What you find right here is okay, Corwin's going all the way. Never mind, you flew right through 9. Who cares about that one?
All right. What's
All right. Apparently nothing, because everybody. Let's shrink you. You're going back to normal size now. There you go. So as you get in there, it was almost like this to the north. This little section against this wall. It's just greasy, and it kind of looks like where the giant was made his leaning spot type thing. He was working
He had
on
to grease that area so he could squeeze through
Exactly.
as big as he is.
You see a sharpening stone and a knife on the floor. If you want to put 2 and 2 together, you might get 5 and figure out he was sharpening the knife. Okay. But something else disrupted him. Somebody decided to throw a light stick. And so he decided to
I
investigate.
thought
and
we were
look what he
going
found.
into a rave and we needed light sticks.
Gotcha. So you get to there's nothing in there except for that. You find basically his knife sharpening area. Now the light coming from your east is getting stronger, Corwin. You do see it, and you see that it is flickering. Like it is a fire.
Take my light stick up here. Is there anything back here?
Oh, wait. We split. Okay, so you went north. So Corwin, are you moving, or are you going with that section so that Howler can die alone? So, carved on the steps on the south side.
I just see that this is like actually carved areas, so it's more interesting to me than knowing where his fire and the meat is. We'll get there eventually.
Okay. So as you climb up on those stairs, The south side goes from 5 feet to 10 feet high in nice 15-foot square room. Has narrow natural exits to the east and west. In the middle of the room was a rectangular stone block 7 feet long, 4 feet wide, 3 feet high. Pictographs on the walls of the chamber tell the tale of one tribe's journey through many mountains across the perilous tundra.
Do I get any noted historical reference to that?
If you want to roll to find out if you know any history to that, go ahead.
Well, from the region, proficient in history, but I only rolled a 3, so nope. 5 probably doesn't do
And
much.
the pictographs illustrate things.
Humans, non-humans.
Yep. Tall humans, short humans, humans.
Okay, so no pointy ears, no front tusks. No
No.
orcs, no elves, no type of other things. Just humans. Gotcha.
Human-y, but they're tall humans. Like
I'm going to take
giants.
a look as well and see if I can search
Briar, nope.
my dual experience. Nope.
Bacon,
I
nope.
was looking. Yep.
That's why I said nope.
Do we want to clear out to the left where the bear came
Corwin
in
knows
case there's
all.
more bears?
Yeah, take
give
your
me a second.
D4s off now, guys.
One moment.
Corwin
That's
is
minus.
Oh, you're right.
-2.
okay.
So it's actually
as
a 21, not a 23.
as Corwin is circling this block, he basically can get that a story about how a chieftain led her tribe to settle in Icewind Dale, how they fought off terrible monsters to claim their land, and how they found peace in their new home. You can pick off an image of the chieftain wielding some form of wand, looking like something's coming out of the wand, destroying what's in front of them.
Is there a wand in the stone? Is this the tomb?
Is this a sarcophagus?
It is a rectangular block, 7 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet tall.
I'll look. Are there any creases? Like is the top of it a separate slab of stone?
Investigation.
Do I get advantage because it's
Does
stonework?
anybody want stonework? Sure, yeah, I'll give you that.
I can assist.
That was a good sell. We'll go with that. So you got a 20. Basically, as you
That's a
put in
dwarf.
as Corwin is reading this, Bacon is following him, and you see Bacon. You're rubbing the pictographs, but you're not reading them. You're feeling to see if there's possibly any lid to it. If guessing that's what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You're not finding any specific lid or any specific mechanism, but catching your eye is that the floor does not meet the bottom of it exactly. It's
Doesn't say the
worn.
whole thing might move off.
So it's like a cover, sort of a
7 foot, 7 foot long, 4 foot wide, 3 foot tall. In your eyes, Bacon cover.
box.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a box.
Cover.
Well, no,
it's
not
covering
box,
whatever
it's
the
cover
hole.
box.
The hole might be in the ground. So
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Let's see if we can it'll slide and if there's something underneath it.
I will
Okay,
help
this
push.
is,
Which way
yeah.
we going? Left or right?
Gonna
Front
take a
or
look.
back?
Yeah, push it to the right.
Okay, so you're all gonna get on the
So I'll help
left
pull
side,
then,
pushing
since
it.
I'm on the right side, and I'll grab the top and pull while they're pushing to
So
slide
this
it.
is where I'm going to find something out. So I have to look and make sure. Bacon, what is your strength?
My strength is 10.
What is your strength, Corwin?
Also 10.
So we're at 20. What is your strength, Howler?
Shoot.
20 or 11.
You're at 31. What is your strength,
18
Fat Boy? That makes 49.
plus I get for the where I shrunk back down from giant down.
Yeah.
You did.
Okay.
I mean, you can do it. You could do it a second time.
Yeah.
Martin, does it
We
make a
need it.
difference if two of them are Goliaths and they get to double their?
No. You're
Push, pull,
moving
or
some.
drag.
It's not a weight. It is a
Okay.
specific strength it requires.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the doubling
So
the
49
weight to
doesn't
Goliath.
do it. Is that what you're saying? We all push and nothing happens.
I mean,
How many-
technically, we're
How many
level
times can you
2.
cast that thing?
I can cast it twice. I was looking here if it gives me.
Well,
Uh,
hold on. First, before you do that,
Steve, every time you turn your head, your whole face goes out of blur.
We don't want to
So
look
you
at it
either
anyway.
gotta
Come
stay
on.
closer to the camera or not turn.
I
I was
I guess
actually
I
reading.
don't have it on this character. Does anyone have a crowbar?
I do.
Because a crowbar should increase your strength.
It increases your leverage. Let's find out. Let me just
I
do.
do know that I have a group. I'm
Right.
pretty sure I took that on this character.
Grant
Uh,
advantage. It just says it
Only grants advantage.
All right.
Yeah, for an actual
But-
roll. So if we need a total strength, that's not going to help.
So how
Unless
about
we
this?
is it a total strength in our push, pull, or drag on our rolls?
No. Total strength combined has to equal. Don't you wish Finnick was here?
Has to equal 50 because we have a 49. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's to be slightly
And
above average.
Unless there's anything else you guys can think of.
If I went giant, it would give me an advantage on a strength.
This isn't a
Disadvantage,
strength check.
It doesn't
So,
increase
advantage.
strength. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't
We
cast.
Sell it to me, guys. What do you
Can
want?
we use
How do you
the
want to do?
spear and his crowbar as leverage to make up what we need? The giant spear.
I'll give you this. If you're going to use tools, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a percentile chance that helps you overcome it. But
I
you're
was gonna say
trying
I
to.
could use guidance on somebody to. If it was a roll, it would give us an extra D4 on the check, but it's not a roll, so I don't know if that would help.
Well, if you all want to, I'm just saying, if you all want to, we're going to do it with athletics. If you all want to give advantage, which gives you just one advantage, and you want to throw guidance on Sparky over here, I'll make it a DC 15.
I say let's go for it because I've got a
Sure.
+6
Guidance
on,
gives them a
athletics.
D4. I'll assist.
And all of you have to work on it.
And
My
do I roll
assist
normal
doesn't help,
or
but my
advantage?
guidance
Is-
does.
Your assist doesn't help, but your guidance does. So
So
roll
we're
with
doing-
advantage.
We're doing athletics, or
He's doing athletics.
Yep.
And now
Oh.
you need to roll your plus. Is it 1d4 or is it 4?
It's a D4.
So you need to roll a 4 on a d4.
Oh!
He did it.
Fine.
15.
Finally, there's a roll that actually works. I gotta let the dogs in because they're somewhat freezing. They want to go outside.
I
I
just
was gonna
found out
say,
earlier,
if we took a long rest, the cleric could get what is it, an enhanced ability?
If we want
So
a long
you
rest.
Is this spell?
You crack the stone, which after working it and using your athletics and getting leverage with the crowbar and guiding him where to push and this and magic, there's no magic button, but you get it enough to where you can slide it and see that there is a space underneath. It wasn't easy, but you worked this thing off to where with your light stick, you can see what's inside of it.
No.
And inside you do see the body or the skeletal remains of a female human in her tribal garb, reduced to dust and tatters. Clutched in this hand of this tribal is a pearl. Clutched in her right hand is a
Ooh.
wand.
Ooh.
Just so you know, Corwin,
Mhm.
that enhanced ability only gives advantage on strength checks. Doesn't
Okay.
increase the actual stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to find an actual number for like a percentage that a first order lever increases increases.
A multiple force factor.
Yeah, and I couldn't, and I found the calculation, but I'm not a math person to know what that equates to. So
Let's get a force diagram up here. Basic.
So you wouldn't even need
First year
bear
physics.
strength as long as you have a crowbar, because they both do the same thing. I find that funny. They both grant advantage
Yeah.
on your strength check.
So does his giant ability.
Yeah, I know.
And actually,
Yeah.
now that I think about it, there are very few things that give static bonuses to
No,
actual
Correct.
ability
It'd be like
scores.
a giant's belt or something like that
Yeah.
that actually increases your strength to a certain number.
Belt of Yeah, gloves of ogre power, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so she has a wand and what else?
A
That's
pearl.
a pearl. A
A
pearl
pearl.
and a
Ooh.
wand.
A pearl of power.
Probably. And a wand of disintegration if it was just destroying everything in front of it.
So give me the reading again of the mural that we were looking at here.
The mural you were reading shows
Yeah.
a pictographist illustrating that a chieftain led her tribe to the settle in Icewind Dale, and how they fought off terrible monsters who claimed their land, and how they found peace in their new home. And that you studied it so that you know that you can actually pick out an image of the chieftain wielding a wand and casting a destructive spell. And just because it's fun, I'm going to do this.
Wand of the War Mage.
That's nice.
That'll help Corwin.
Okay, so what do you do with a drunken sailor?
I could use either one. I would take the pearl so that we have an extra heal if need be.
That's probably the better option.
And if
'Cause-
somebody
'cause
else wants the wand, otherwise I can use the wand too, because I'm not using. I only use a crossbow otherwise. So.
Yeah. The
But
issue
it's
is
up
I'm
to you
not
guys.
using spell attack rolls.
Well,
Well,
but you aren't doing spell attack rolls.
no,
Correct.
mine are my
Patrick, are you?
cantrips are all. Well, the only thing I
Heck yeah.
use spell attack roll on is the scorching ray.
That hasn't hit yet.
No, scorching rays hit.
I don't.
That's the one that shoots out the three
This is-
rays.
this
I've
is a-
usually
this
only
is a-
hit with one out of the 3 rays.
I mean,
This
it's a
is-
magic item. We
this
can
is up
sell
to
it
you
if
guys.
need be.
Yeah.
So are we taking them?
Does it look like we're gonna get
I'll-
cursed if we
I'll-
take them?
I'll stand over. I'll say, all right, there, lass. We understand all you went through, bringing your people here, and you should know that they're all doing well, and we're trying to help protect them. And these magics that you have, they could help us in our job and protect them even more, because there's great evil out there, and a winter is trying to destroy us all. So I hope you don't mind if we borrow them at least for a wee bit, while we try to protect your what's the opposite ancestors? I can't ever. I think it's
Progeny?
And
progeny. Protect the grandchildren's grandchildren or whatever they be to you.
Mhm.
Rest in peace.
Do we
Rest
try
in
to
peace,
cover
lass.
it back up?
Yeah.
Push
I
off
think
the
that's
wall
right.
and just try to shove it back into place if possible.
All right, so Tom, just because of I want to see if it works.
Mhm.
Would you consider that more a performance or a persuasion?
Persuasion.
Go
Trying to
for it.
persuade her that we have good
With
intentions.
the right people.
Yes, we're the right
And
people.
Tom, roll your persuasion. Okay. So moving on. So okay, you say your speech, and we close the tomb. And what do you guys do?
We took the 2 items and closed the room. Tomb.
Apparently you
Yeah.
did. Okay. Who's got them? Or are they in just the bag?
I think for the time being, Haller, I think, was taking a boat.
Okay. So, so you put them in the bag and you move on. Which way? Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to investigate next?
But I'm just going to walk back and take a look in this room with my dark vision.
Mhm.
Do I see anything special?
As you see the frozen stream, it ends at a 7-foot deep frozen pool. And in the back of this dark cave with dark vision, because there's no light, trapped beneath the pool's ice stone is a smiling young man, naked except for a well-placed oak leaf. with his face turned towards the sky. Sounds like Corwin.
I'm
Corwin,
going to
you've been here.
say
Nothing to see in
that is
here.
that is quite the way to go.
Hmm. I I don't know if it'd be right to take a closer look. I think maybe we just let him be.
I am really curious how he got in that predicament. I mean, inspection of the body. Is there any other
It's
signs of?
It's under in a it's that whole thing's
It
a
is
block
in
of
a
ice.
block of ice. I
And
know.
it
So he was flash frozen.
you can roll a religion check if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
Good. Okay.
Go ahead. You both can look down and go, looks
Nope.
like a kid in the water. Except for Corwin goes, Uncle Billy! No. You notice that the it's a depiction of Sylvanus or Sylvanus, however you
Oh,
want to
it's a
say it.
statue.
Uh-huh. A god of nature. The oak leaf is his holy symbol.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't an actual person that was.
No.
That's a little bit more comforting. So this must have been like a sacred shrine at one point then, before in the spring.
So as
prior
Howler
to
comes
the-
in, then and as these two come in, it gets lit up, so now you can see things a little clearer. Okay.
Prior to the actual freezing over.
Do you think we should free it and
I mean,
Well,
I think I believe it was probably intentionally set there. Just when there was an actual spring here, as opposed to a frozen block, then it was
right?
not in its current state.
It is not all underwater. Its hand is the only thing sticking out of the water.
Okay.
So this looks like it could have been a pool with the statue in the middle of the pool before it
exactly
flooded
froze.
to it. Exactly.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? So you see just these 4 little fingers, maybe the tip of the thumb sticking up, stop blurring me, sticking up through the ice.
Okay.
As if he's looking up to the sky. And
yeah.
What do?
Don't know if there's anything else to do in here, at least.
Okay.
If there's anything you want to do, I hand you my pickaxe.
So no looking around. All right.
If you wanted to start digging in the ice, but
All right. So
Yeah,
then Corwin
yeah.
goes flying across the room, and I'm sorry, Corwin. Shit happens.
Walking across.
No, you're done. You walk right into an ogre. But you flew into the room, so you literally walked into an ogre sitting there petting a keg. He's not really petting a keg. Let's see if you wake him up. Or are you nimble of foot?
Relatively. Still an elf.
Yeah, no. He wakes up and swings at you. You disturb his slumber, and the first thing he does is grab his great club, and he yells out. Got to find out what he yells out here. He yells out, "Me, friend!" and then just swings a great club at you.
Okay.
yelled out, "Me
quite,
friend,"
Me, friend, and then
quite
and
the
then
greeting.
attacked us.
yep,
Nice.
yep. Me, friend. Let me get this up here, and get this up here, and he's there. Let me open this up just cause. Let me change this back to here. Go to
Let's say
here.
Wasn't expecting that.
I was
Need
going
more
to say
fight
multiple
music.
giants.
Dun dun ch, dun 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 ch, dun
Now
dun
you see
ch,
that.
dun
I'm just
ch,
getting the
dun
ogre
dun
card
ch,
here.
dun dun ch.
All right, so now you're waking him up. His action is going to be to notice. So we'll do initiative here just because. So if I do this, let's see what happens if I do this. Where is it?
Yeah, that's appropriate because I didn't even know what was going on.
Need to roll good. I roll.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That works. All right. So
I was
Briar,
looking
who's
back
way
at
in
the tomb.
in the back of the tomb, so you've got to move before you can do it. You hear this giant yell, "Me friend," and grabs this. So as you enter the room, Corwin, let's just give you this. An ogre is sorry. You hear grumbling coming from an ogre, from a fat, battle-scarred ogre sitting against the west wall. So he was sitting against this wall when you came around the corner. On his, he's drooling down his chest. As that thin stream of drool trails out of its mouth onto some blood-stained leather loincloth, on the floor at its feet is the bloody great club with tufts of hair and bits of metal stuck in it. Suspended from the ceiling in this chamber by a series of ropes are pulleys and 6 baskets. Clustered near the south wall are 3 wooden casks carved with good meat's heraldic symbol. A drinking mug with the cut-off section of a horn and an antler added to the side for its handle, upright and centered. Briar, what do you do from way over there?
I sense danger, I'm guessing. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25.
Yep.
And can I get to there 30?
There, right there.
Yep. So, did I perceive he swung already?
He hasn't swung. He just yelled, "Me friend!"
I yell at him. Actually,
He says it in giant.
I tell him, step back then. In a friendly giant way. Or, put the club down.
He's just looking at you. He's not putting a club down. I mean, he's bigger than you, like twice as big, and
We'll see about that.
Just
okay.
remind him that, if he gives us the mead, he'll live. But if we let any wolf live, it'll attack the sheep again.
Is that what you do?
I am going to cast giant second time.
And he crushes all the meat.
And you push all the barrels off to the right, and we could do a 75% chance they break open. So, first one, nope. Second one, nope. And third one. One of them starts to go gloop, 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 gloop as the bunghole pops and starts to pour out somewhere on the eastern side of this cavern. As you literally spread them over and they just fall over.
This should get his attention.
So that was your bonus action. Oh, okay, and he's looking at you like he was looking at you before because you talked to him.
So that was a 75% chance to
Of
not.
it not
break
happen. Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Because when you said
You're good.
75% chance you break open, I'm like, what?
Yeah, you're good.
I
So
tell him to drop his club.
He's already said that and he stared at you. You going back for seconds? He's still just gonna stare at you.
Nope.
I'm getting at you're not going to stop him from
I know.
fighting, no matter how many times you tell him that. That hits him. So roll your damage. 12. Okay.
Steve just wants to be a blur.
And I also have a
1d6.
1d6 to add to that.
1. Okay. So before he was pissed off, now you've apparently pissed him off again. There's a picture of him in the chat. That's what you see coming at you.
I got him looking at me though.
Gotcha. And Briar's done. Corwin, what are you doing to this big, large giant, this hulking, notorious for their quick tempers and rage-incited fueled fighting?
Second
They
blade
don't
song.
need to talk. Okay. You apparently tried twice.
and-
I'm trying to be a nicer Goliath.
You can't change in the middle of a dungeon.
We're
I think
we're
I
here
feel
to
good.
relieve you of that mead, I'm afraid. And I will give him a warning slice.
Got him.
And it doesn't do squat.
How long's that bardic inspiration last?
60. Isn't it only in 1 minute?
It's only a minute.
No, it's
I
like
think.
10 or 12
Tom?
minutes, I thought.
Is it, Tom?
I'm sorry.
No,
it's 10
unless
minutes.
unless it's an hour. No, you guys spent 10 minutes trying
Okay.
to figure out the tomb.
That's right.
If it's an hour, I'd give it to you. But all right, so nothing. All right,
Nothing.
so this guy looks of. I'm gonna say Briar pissed him off the most when he kept telling him, "Calm down, drop your thingamajiggy."
And then I smacked him.
Then Briar
Seven-
pissed him off the most because he knocked over his keg and it's now
That's
leaking.
right. So he naturally misses, and now it's Bacon's turn.
Okay, Bacon catches up into the room and begins to grab for his axe and looks across the room. He goes, "Oi! Oh no!"
Save the mead!
And he casts Mage Hand, and then the Mage Hand actually, can I just cast it over there? Let's see.
That's the distance. I think
at a
it's 30
point
feet.
within
Isn't
30
it?
feet, yes.
Yeah.
So the Mage Hand appears and plugs the hole.
All right,
Okay.
and
Picks
you
up the
save.
cork and just shoves it in.
He pops in the bung hole back into puts
I
the
think
bung in the bung
it's more
hole.
fun just to see the finger stuck in
Stick the finger and do the dam. There you go.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you save. Let's see what percentage poured out, if any. We'll go with maybe this. 9%. So you lost about. There's 91% left.
Awesome.
So
All right.
It's you could just say he drank it.
and that's was well worth my turn. I'm done.
All right, Howler.
Good save.
From top the stairs, do I have a line of sight at him? Looking down through the stairs or
Mhm.
not?
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay.
That opening is still
I'm
a
gonna-
30-foot high opening. It's
Oh, I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at him then.
and he's 9 to 10 feet tall. So you see this big blob of glutton. All right, fire away.
17
Yeah,
to
you
hit.
hit him.
5
Yep.
points of damage.
All right, so now it's you do anything else?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, Briar, what are you gonna do this time? I'm thinking talking is done.
Yeah. I've already hit him, so I've already committed, so 14 should hit,
14 does hit.
and plus my 1d6
You've hit him. You don't need to do anything more.
to kill. But no, the 1d6. for
Oh,
the
your giant form. Oh, okay, that you're trying to hit him. I'm like, you hit him. So a total of 14?
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, you can't hit him any more than you hit him.
But can you give me more damage?
Yeah, that is true. Corwin.
Yep, we'll swing again.
That will do it. Now, what are you going to do with that?
I mean,
So 10 points?
mm-hmm.
Okay. And now you both are pissing him off. So he's going to first thing he's going to do, he's going to thank Bacon for saving the mead, and he's going to say it in giant of, "Oh, you saved mead, I don't hit you." And then he starts to count, and you see him go, 1, 6, 12. Oh, it's you. And he's going to hit the small one this time because you irritate him.
He counts in base 12.
Yes, he does. He's very smart. Does
Wow.
a 25 hit?
Yeah, 25 definitely hits. Sheesh.
Wow.
For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is his turn.
Oof.
All right. Well, the mead. I don't need to. I was just checking. I don't need to concentrate on the mage hand to keep it there.
This enchantment.
It'll last for 1 minute without concentration. So it's just there. So I will go ahead and cast Booming Blade and swing with my battle axe. Does a 12 hit?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. For 8 slashing.
Okay.
And so that's my turn. How hurt does Corwin look?
Oh, they didn't update, did it?
No.
There you go.
You see him bloodied. You see him.
Okay,
He
and
took
I
a jump.
will.
I can take maybe one more of those.
Well,
I
we're
got
going to ensure that you can. So I'm just going to do so with my bonus action. I will level 2 because I only have second slots left. Cast Healing Word and heal you for 11.
It's a way better roll than I get out of Healing Word.
I
Jeez.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Taking
nice.
pointers from me and then telling me where I'm wrong. I get it now.
And what is Howler doing?
I move up and I see. Are you good now, or are you
Oh, yeah.
still hurt?
Totally good.
Well, then I can't grease the pig. Anyways,
I
then if I
Prefer
see
that.
him if I see him say his words and you glow and you look good again, I will stay where I was and shoot my crossbow again.
Okay.
11 probably doesn't hit.
That hits.
Hits. Okay, then he takes 9 points of damage. I aimed for the chubby, fatty belly portion, I guess.
And you see him do one last. And this huge 10-foot tall giant just falls to the east-northeast with a big kersplash and misses the kegs that are on the ground.
That's good.
Except for apparently Briar catches him.
And then I will go over to the keg and I will write it. I'll put it upright. And
What is your lift?
my lift.
Mhm.
That's a good question. Lift is.
He's not standing it up. He's just.
I thought he was
rolling it
writing
up.
it back up.
I know, but he's just rolling it up. It's a barrel.
Understood.
But I'm still lifting it. From the side. Where is
Okay, I've
on the bottom here?
done a lot of things with barrels in my life, so got it.
I can't remember where that
Reason being,
on the
because
sheet.
this thing weighs 200 pounds.
Go to the bottom of your
Right.
inventory, Tom.
Push, drag, or lift 300.
So you're fine. You can stand this back up on its end, along with the other two that were rolling around. Okay? As I
Yep.
said, when you came in this room, there looks like a big pulley work of stuff above you. One of them has a half-eaten goat, maybe lamb, maybe some form of farm animal hanging from it, out of what would be his reach. Another one looks like a basket over here to the left, a basket over to the right. What are you gonna do? And all these ropes lead to the walls, and because he's so stupid, he can't figure out what these ropes do.
I would recommend, since we've killed 3 already in here and we don't know how many more, before we search this room, we proceed around while we got buffs and everything on us to see if there's anything else out there. Drop it before we lose our buffs.
Well, as you come around the corner, you see a fire in the middle of a room ahead of you.
Okay.
As you stop right there, and you
Push, pull, or
stand in the.
drag up to 300 pounds.
And when you get into here, there's a bonfire in the middle of this cave, Briar. It keeps it lit and relatively warm. There is a scent of roasted meat filling the air as hunks of meat on a spit drip juices into the fire. Across the way, you can see a paddock. And that paddock looks like it has
Goats or sheep?
We now have goats, and we have
A
a cart with
mixture-
a broken wheel.
a mixture of goats and sheep inside this pen, and probably one of their friends being on the spit over this fire. Other features of the cave include a wooden cart with a broken wheel, 2 old crates, and 2 barrels.
It's the V3.
That's just a room number.
Come in and search
Okay.
the crates and barrels if there's anything in them, and the cart.
I'm going over to see what it would take. Sorry, to fix the cart.
All right.
Let's clear this back area first while we still got buffs. Or
What do we
somebody
gotta
else's-
kill goats for? They're penned.
No, no, no.
Then you can run to the back.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
stay with you,
moving
Brian.
back.
As you get to there,
We lost
and
you,
you
Tom.
can. Yeah, we did. We lost Tom. You see it to the southwest and to the northeast. That's what you see. You see two hallways, still dug and to the size of giants, and what looks like two corridors. Which way do you go?
Okay, I'm gonna go towards the back.
Are you producing any light, or can you see?
I'm not producing light.
The only thing you see is reflection coming, basically reflection bouncing off the walls. And where you're at, Briar, you cannot see anything to the north because it's too dark.
Oh, now
So
he's back.
he's got blind sight, but
No.
He's
I've
got
also
blind sight, so he can basically react
He-
to something that attacks him, but he can't discern what's in the room.
sure he can see anything within
I
10 feet
pull
of him.
out a torch and I light it.
So you pull out a torch and you light it, and you find a dead end cavern with a crudely excavated 10-foot wide pit in the middle of it. What
Does
it
it
looks
look
like
like
is
a
trash hump.
yeah?
Okay.
You
Refuse
found the
pit.
garbage.
Found their
So as
pooping
we
area.
come back out here, it leads back out, and we don't see anything out there, right?
Hold on a second. La 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 la. I'm just looking for this. 10. So let's see if he actually does this. 14. All right. Well, as Corwin leaves the room, I got to get to the right layer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Roll initiative, Briar.
All right. As I roll initiative, I yell out, "We got another one down here."
I'm still searching the cart crates and barrels as Bacon was looking at the wagon.
I yell, "We got another giant here."
Okay, and apparently you're fighting a giant. So, as you fight this giant, roll your initiative. Let's see who hits first.
I mean, I hear him. I'll roll initiative, but I'm still
All right,
checking out the barrels.
you hear Briar. Yeah, I don't know if you hear. You can roll your persuade. You're within 20 feet. Corwin definitely hears him saying,
Oh yeah.
very calmly. Apparently, we have another one out here, because that was the inflection of his voice.
I
Do you
yell
wanna-
out loud, real loud, that there's a giant
Oh
here.
my God! There's another one. We're gonna die. I think that's what he's trying to say.
I'm trying not to wake the children up.
They're not.
so-
Oh, it's 22. He's wide awake. Suddenly, there's more inflection in his voice of sheer terror, and maybe a little sound of piddle down the leg of his pants. All right, what did you roll, Briar? You rolled an initiative of a 3. So while we have this one turn, yeah, the V-Big's gonna swing at you. 16 hit
Miss.
you, and he's still using just 21 hit you.
Yep.
And you take 14 points of damage. It's your turn.
All right.
So did everybody else roll initiative? I got Corwin's
Yep.
initiative. I got Bacon's initiative. Did I get the right ones?
Yeah, I
Corwin's
got
15.
mine.
Now I know. Now I'm gonna put them in order because just letting those two go first, just to get them out of the way.
And
Ah, he's gonna go last. Okay. So do your attack. What do you want to do?
long sword,
You hit.
15 hits.
I was going to
Plus
say, you sure you want to
56.
attack?
The question: how long has it been since our last fight?
It's probably been because Briar was like, let's pursue to see if this is within 30 seconds.
Okay.
So 85. Okay, got it. There you go.
So 14 damage, and I step back.
You step back and he gets an opportunity of attack. He hits you with a 23
So he falls back.
with taking 12 more points of damage and falls back unconscious. You hear this loud thud in the hallway. So
he technically didn't move. He's still in the
yeah,
spot he
technically you're
was.
right there. You went, I'm gonna, and then you went to sleep.
20, 30, and I see him lying down, and I see the Verbeeg, and I am going to. Oh no! Okay. I can't get closer to him, so I'm just simply going to try to Eldritch Blast the giant.
Go ahead. Technically can't. Oh no, you can't because of movement. Never mind. You hit him.
Or ooh.
What the
can I
hell?
use two
Where's that
fours?
been?
And then I'm going to use my final,
Healing word.
level 2 healing word. My final spell slot. Oh, don't fall away yet. So, and heal Briar for 11 points.
Okay.
I rolled max again.
Yes, you did.
Wow. And
Okay, thank you.
that's my turn.
You saved him. Yay! So I'm putting those hit points in right now. Okay. So -1. There you go. So you've healed him. He's happy as a clam now. And it's now Corwin's turn.
Casting Blur once again. And that's as close as I can get. That's all I got.
You are now blurred. That's your action, correct? Yep.
Yep. Blur and movement.
At movement and blur. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, he sees this guy. He is down. Let's see. I think they do have reach.
That's friend.
I mean,
you still have friend in there.
And that's it. That's just.
He's
Oh,
dead.
sorry.
That's the ogre, right?
Oh, that's the old guy. Sorry, you're right. Go ahead. It's Heller's turn. My bad.
Did I
No,
find
he gets-
anything in the first barrel that I had opened before he yelled?
You find yarn and maybe some iron spikes and
Oh, he's a knitter. Got it.
maybe
Okay.
some ropes.
if it's
Maybe some
spikes,
sardines.
if it's spikes, wouldn't he be considered doing crocheting then?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Let's see. What else could they be?
He has to have comfortable socks and underwear.
I'm just looking to see.
I mean,
One-
it is cold.
Has the Marauder been hit?
Yes.
Um,
So basically, one of the crates had straw in it to feed the sheep. Another contains torches, which the Verbig made. The barrels are
casting
half
Scorching
filled with
Ray.
salt and pepper.
Three rays go right at him.
Okay.
First one's an 18 to hit.
Hits.
6
You only
points
need
of
14.
damage.
Okay.
The second one is let me do the roll for attack first. That's probably not going to hit 7.
Nope.
And then the third ray. See, I told you I only usually hit with 1. Oh, natural 20.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
you said you only hit with 1, so you don't get to attack with that one. You already used your attack.
And I got to do that twice for the crit. So that's 9 and 5 is 14.
14.
As
So
the third ray hits him.
So you cracked him, and now the question is, he does not have reach, but since Briar is down,
Mhm.
He's laying down. He has advantage on melee attacks against somebody who's prone.
I'm with you on that. I'm just trying to figure out if he's down, unless he's moving, he's not going to attack. He wants to attack the next,
I mean, unless he's trying to finish him off.
and that's the thing. He thinks he finished him off.
Well, if
He
he
saw
thinks he
him
finished
lay
him
down.
off, sure.
But he saw magic shoot into his
I mean, he would
body, and
see
he
him.
would have
He
probably
would
went,
still see him bleeding
you
out.
know, yeah, he would probably seen him take a breath
also-
after he went
He's
down.
also an idiot.
True.
He falls
Then he
down
would
and he
try
might
to
be
step
dead.
over him.
So get within reach.
He has disadvantage sharing a space, even though he's prone.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, disadvantage on Corwin. I'll go with that. So I'm gonna roll this twice.
And
Then
then
he's-
he's have to move back out as
Yeah, then he's gonna move
he
out.
starts
So his
wiggling.
first one is a 7. That doesn't do anything. Next one, 15, and then he's gonna move back out.
Those are both at disadvantage.
Oh, he only gets. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Here's his other 2
You
attacks.
have multi-attack, I thought.
Yeah, there you go. And there's a 20 hit you.
Ooh.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Do you have any more shields?
I do have a shield.
Well, he's blur, so even if they did hit
Oh,
you,
you
he
are
has
blur,
to roll
yes.
to hit your image, right?
No, that's mirror image.
Mirror
not blur.
image.
Oh, so blur gives
Yep.
disadvantage, so then he wouldn't have. Well, that doesn't matter because he's already.
It
at
doesn't matter, 'cause
disadvantage.
he's
There's no
already at
disadvantage
disadvantage.
with a disadvantage. Roll 4
Yeah.
times
No, you're fine. Yeah, that does hit.
for 12. Smallest possible damage to the smallest person.
Well, it's not
All
the
right.
smallest. It's just one of them rolled a 1.
Briar.
The other 2
What-
rolled a 4 and
I'm,
3.
I'm moving them back to where they were. Hold on. There you go. Sorry, he was there. What are you gonna do?
So,
Are you
can I
getting back
attack?
up?
And he was
So
up
gotta-
1
Counts the
square
action.
still too.
He was there? Oh,
Yep.
he wasn't?
Yep.
Okay, well, there you go.
They were
Does that
fighting
count as the
point to
action to
point.
Okay.
back up, or can I still?
If
swing?
you want to attack, you can attack, or
Okay.
you can be the target of attack and start dodging.
Are they doing damage though? So
They're hitting him,
I'm
yes.
gonna go ahead and attack. I'm gonna go down fighting.
You hit him.
And plus a d6.
So 7.
Yep.
Okay.
Every point helps.
Yep. Next. Bacon. You're whittling. You're whittling.
Okay. I'm going to move through my companions. Oh, this is, and I'm going to, so I'm going to,
It's gonna go right there.
Go run right.
I'm going to
between
go
my
all the
knees.
way up there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there enough room to squeeze past him?
No.
Okay.
He
Just
technically
matter.
fills that point.
Not a problem.
Probably with his
So-
legs spread, but.
And I'll do Booming Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Ran into his ankle.
And
Yeah, it hits.
for 9 points. That's my turn.
Boop. Corwin.
Dodge in as well.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's going between your legs. While they're going through and knock the ball sack. Ding ding. Ding ding.
My last character was what was it?
That hits.
Frosty Knockers.
Yeah, all you need to be
7.
now. 7? All you need now is a halfling who can go between large items without issues. Holler. Ding ding. Ding ding. You going between his legs too?
No,
Yeah,
he
not
looks
huge.
like he needs the most help. So I will stop and use my last cure wounds of 2nd level on him.
And you gain 11 hit points.
11 hit points.
Any thanks?
There you go. And the last person to damage him down here would be Corwin.
Or was it Boom and Blade?
They both moved
That-
away from me,
We
so I
both hit him.
couldn't, put warding
Right, they
flare
both
on
came
him,
in,
so-
and the last person to actually stab him and
A
make him
warding
hurt was
bond.
Corwin.
Corbin, yep.
But
9
who did
hit,
more
but let's see
damage?
what he gets. He's disadvantaged, right? So it
He's a
doesn't matter.
disadvantage. Yep.
Oh, there's the other one. That doesn't matter. I was going to roll him anyway because it might wipe out a 20 something. 15?
That's
Does a
right.
15 hit? Or really? Does a 15 hit? Does a 15 hit?
I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay. Briar, your turn.
All right, I'm swinging again.
Apparently you are not swinging. You're just like going, I hate you.
I'm
All right.
an insult Sam too.
Bacon, take your swing.
Booming Blade. Oh, I missed 2.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Corwin, are you doing any bonus?
No, I have,
Okay.
I have nothing else I can do.
You blew your wad.
Yep.
Go ahead. What do you got there?
Ooh.
A 19 to hit for Corbin.
That would work, yeah.
For 9.
Okay. And
What he's
Howler.
got.
Shoot him with my crossbow. 12 to hit.
And you
Miss.
missed. Doing
He's
anything
too
else?
gangly. Can't. No purchase with these little
he's
arrows.
he's not liking that little thing that keeps hitting him.
Oh,
Disadvantage. Yep.
Does a 16 hit?
You still have shield up.
No, shield went away when the last time it hit.
No,
It was
you
Shield
put
got-
up shield. It goes until the
I
end of
just
his
shield-
next turn.
No,
Wait, his
You
turn
put it up on
it already
his
has
last-
been. It already has
Oh,
been his
okay.
turn. Yeah, it already. Yeah, we went through it that quickly. He just. Yes, I just cast it again.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. He's going to stay for this one too, but
Yeah.
he's going to do it anyway. Let's waste some 20s or again some 15s.
All right.
Briar. Are you actually going to hit this time, or are you just going to say I'm going to hit him?
I'll see. I'll yell
And
another insult.
yes, you do yell an insult, and this time it hits for 6. Okay.
+4.
Oh,
So
okay.
10 total.
I got you. All right. Bacon.
All right. All right. 16.
16
for
does hit.
10.
All right. So now tell us what it looks like when you take down this giant, since you're killing everything.
So I'm like right there. He's focused on Corwin, and I slash at his knee and slice through the kneecap and buckle the leg, and then come back and hit him with the haft of the axe as his head comes down and crushes his skull against the outcropping of the rock on the other side.
Okay. And as this marauder is falling, whoever can understand giant, you hear them yelling, "Doug, you home?" And he's calling out to Doug as he falls down flat on his back.
We would have known the one we already killed was Doug, right?
Mm-hmm. So what do you see? What do you do? He is carrying a basket filled with bits of shiny metal, and other than that, he was just another V-bug, V-bag. Apparently, probably his romantic partner.
Looking to get his metal sharpened.
Is any of the shiny metal like any of the cursed metal? I'll look through it.
You're gonna look through it. Let me see something. Okay, first of all, it is shiny. It's not shiny metal coins. It's shiny metal shards.
Right.
Let's see. It tells me I gotta look and see if there's certain areas here. Let me look and see. Where's this area? Where is it in? It's in the mountains. So, anybody can roll an Arcana check if you want. Those of you who don't have Arcana are just gonna shoot for it. You cannot help the
I do.
Arcana check. Okay,
See
so
if it's
15.
Charlatan.
As you get to a 15, I know Briar's gonna roll because he rolls for everything. Yeah, Briar, you stab yourself in the eye with one. You notice
16 and a
Bacon.
20.
Oh, Corwin with a 20. Corwin says, "Oh, that's not from around." I'm talking in Irish now, by Corwin. You're now
No,
Irish.
this is definitely not from around here.
That's what he says. He realizes that the metal is not one would expect to find in this world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is this that one?
Charlatan?
Yeah.
And he says, and the response is no. Charlatan is red, and it's more gemstone-like. This is a broken metal shards, and in fact, since this
From
isn't
an
from this,
asteroid?
Ooh, yeah.
Outer space metal?
Stone?
actually, your
Dark
friend
stone.
over here, the one who is still giant and sitting on the ground holding his head, says, "I had to come from." I don't know if he'd say this out loud, so I gotta wait for him to come back.
Be like star metal
Hold
or
on.
something.
What? It's up to you. No, you don't have an aversion to it. You just know you've seen it before. And apparently, Briar looks at it and says,
Yep, nothing.
Nothing.
I don't want anything to do with it.
"Okay, well, that's what you get from Briar." And
So you
but there's a
recognize it, but what is it?
I don't want anything to do with it, and I walk out.
I know
Okay.
you don't want anything to do with it, but you got to walk past it to walk out. So
I walk over here and get something to eat.
which, by the way, there is either a goat or a lamb on the spit.
Yep.
So there is lots of food if you'd like.
as you walk by me, then I go, "Fine, no more healing for you."
Okay, how much of the stuff is there?
You're looking at about weight-wise. If you were to anybody blacksmith as a job as
Did you
a
sit on the cart with a broken wheel and
Nah.
smash the rest of the cart?
yes,
How are
he
we
did.
supposed to get this stuff
No,
back?
nobody has smithery as They're
Smith tools.
I've got
Oh,
Smith
yeah,
tools.
actually, no, I am
not
too. Yeah,
Smith
I have Smith.
tools, but you are a Smith. You know what I mean? Your
But that's
job
what's
was Smith.
no.
I mean-
that's what. But
Okay.
that's what being proficient in Smith's
Okay.
tools
Okay.
is.
Okay, so if you're proficient in Smith tools, then you know that the weight of this, it's a wicker basket, give or take, it's probably worth about 75 gold
Of this metal.
of this metal inside this basket. And the basket is probably the size of maybe a backpack.
Okay.
It doesn't weigh 20, 30 pounds, but
But if
it's
we
worth
don't know what
75
it
gold.
is, then how do we know
Sure.
how much it's
So,
worth?
so Corwin's
As
only
a
take.
smith, you know.
So Corwin's only take on the
So
Arcana
as a
is that
smith,
it's
he would know
not
what type of
earthly.
metal it is.
Okay, so bottom line, you don't know what it's worth and you don't know what it is. There you go. All right. So, don't know what it's worth, don't know what it is, but it weighs about 20 to 30 pounds.
Just know the Goliath doesn't want anything to do with
Just know that the Goliath doesn't want anything to do with it.
But that doesn't mean anything to me. So,
And you are very right, Bacon.
oh, cool. All right, here. 77, 150. Yeah, okay. So I'll just gather it all up and I'll put it over my shoulder.
Okay. So what are you going to do now? You're in that area. That area is just, I said, it's full. One of those crates is full of hay. One of the crates is full of torches that the giants have made. The 2 casks are full of salt and pepper. They are there to, spice up the meal, give it a little flavor.
I'm going to go over and start working on the
I was going to say,
Oreo.
I don't think we'll be able to get out of here without taking care of that.
Do I go back normal size?
Cart.
Have
And
we
other
cleared
than,
the area? Have we cleared all the areas?
I don't know. I mean, if you're looking at your map, have you been to all the areas of the map?
I'm gonna walk down here, check this out.
You don't
Should be
find
clear.
anything. So along with this goat, does anybody eat?
I
Not
sit
yet.
down and I taste the meat.
Okay, so he gets down and you cut off a piece of meat and you eat it. Okay, so as Briar's eating it, and I'm assuming the rest of you came in, Bacon, you look at Briar and go, that's not goat. That's a dwarven arm. I can tell by the size of it.
You're right, needs more salt. I throw it down.
He throws the slice of meat on the ground and apologizes to Bacon for possibly eating kin. But the meat on the spit was dwarvish. It looked like an arm of a dwarf. It acted like an arm of a dwarf. If Bacon sized it up, he'd say, yeah, that was a dwarf. But it
We
looks
don't
very
see-
yummy.
Yeah, but we
You-
don't see any other
You don't see any other dwarf.
parts. Yeah.
No?
Well, now we know how they've survived so long without having to kill the livestock.
Yeah, they surplus, yeah.
Corwin, what are you saying that you have that you know something of smith work?
Not necessarily, but if it came to repairing things, I could potentially help out after a bit of a rest here.
I would say let's take a short rest.
I was thinking something a little bit more extensive.
Okay. A long rest.
Well, I'll work on the getting the
I mean-
wheel put back on.
Yes, it would depend upon. Yeah.
So I'm going to work on trying to fix the cart.
Okay. What is Howler doing?
Looking through the rest of the crates.
You found 12 torches, you found salt, you found pepper, and you found hay for the animals over there.
I take the hay over to the animals.
Oh, you make friends. Okay.
You know, I
The
bet you
goats
those
might
animals
be able to
will-
help pull our cart back if we make friends.
Well,
Yes,
we
if we're
fix it?
able to, herd them or corral them back to the city, that could Good me, that could certainly be a worthwhile investment.
We need to, if we can't get the cart to work, we need to arrange something that maybe all the goats can pull these 300-pound kegs back. Or
I
however
mean,
big these
yes.
kegs are.
200.
Actually, it's minus 10, 10
No, there's
1.
200 in one, 200 in the other. Lost 20 pounds in the other.
Yep.
And you do find the fourth keg looks like it's strung up on the ceiling.
You know, we could drink a little bit, make the weight lighter. Just saying.
Perhaps if
the
it comes
transport.
down to that.
I go take a rag and mop up some off the floor and give it to him and say, "Open your mouth and wring it out."
Briar, are you any good at this type of work? And I kind of motion over towards Bacon.
Let's see. I got for tools, smith tools.
So you're handy. You're handy with such activities. Perhaps if you and Bacon were to put your heads together, you could.
I go over and help.
Are you gonna assist me?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
I pull my Gerber out.
What would repair fall under? I have no clue.
Well,
So it depends on what type of So there would be a DC associated with
All
it.
right, so this is a wheelwright.
Yeah.
Is what we're looking for.
And then I mean the tools that would go with it are
Blacksmithing tools will work in a pinch.
sure.
But you need to know the engineering. That's where I don't. So let's give it a DC 12. A little bit harder than normal because you want to make sure that the pin that is required to hold the wheel from falling off is securely put in and not just pushed in so it falls out the other side.
cool.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
very simple pin cautery type thing, but let's see how well you do.
well, so with advantage from being assisted, it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I barely did it.
And you got it. So you've got the wheel. What you feel is sturdy enough. I mean, you feel like the wagon is travel ready. So what do you do?
How far is it back
Tie a rope
to,
between all the goats and
Got about
stuff,
2
and
miles.
have a few of us haul that back, and then a couple of us will have to pull the cart.
Okay,
I
so
don't think goats are
say
going to
we-
have enough strength to pull anything like that. So
Probably not. So we'll have a couple of us pulling,
yeah, now
and
with
then
almost
someone
800
with on the
pounds.
goats.
okay,
If
so
there's rope, string the goats together and lead them back.
okay, so I'm gonna say it. What are you pulling?
We're
Yeah,
taking
we
the,
have-
the 4 casks, right?
Yes, we're going to
Yeah.
put the forecast in there, but we're taking a short rest before we go, though, right? That would be good.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Sure.
Everybody can take a short rest. I don't think there's going to be anything extra.
Because that at least gives me one of my spell slots back.
All right, so now I'm gonna ask for detail. How do you go about getting these 4 casks into the cart?
You take them and you roll them like you would normally a cask, being careful not to knock the bunghole out, because it's normally on the side. We roll them around.
Or we just back the cart up through the area and use all the pulleys and chains that are there that lift them up in the air and just
So
drop
all
them
the
back
pulleys
onto
and
the cart.
chains are now up in the air. 2 of them are holding baskets. 1 of them is holding a cask.
Yeah, so we
You
got to
said there
figure
was
out how to
pulleys
get
though,
that
and there's
cast
some
down.
chains
Correct.
hanging down, isn't there?
They
To,
are
like,
yeah,
use the
they're
pulleys?
hanging from they are all technically in use. 1 of them holding a cask and 2 of them holding baskets.
Correct.
say
So we
put the
get the
cart
cart
under the
over there
cask.
first, drop the cask down on it, and then put
That
another one
perfect.
in it,
Okay.
pull it up, and then drop that one down, and then put another one
There's
in it, pull
okay,
it
okay.
up, drop it
Okay.
down.
And look, see what's in the in the baskets.
Oh, thank you. Somebody just decided to look in the
I was about
baskets.
to say that too.
I'm more worried about getting what we need out of here first.
Okay, so
When we're all done playing Barrel Rolling Simulator,
Exactly.
Rest of
So
the
as you guys pull down the one basket, you as it's coming down, you're hearing some jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, as Jolly Saint Nick would say, and you find an assorted amount of coin. You find 72 silver pieces, 344 copper pieces, a translucent pink moss agate gemstone worth 10 gold pieces, a healer's kit, a hunter's trap, small rabbit skin bag containing 10 silvered sling stones.
Does anybody else need a
How
healer
much?
kit?
Well, no, that's definitely got to go to you. You're the only one with.
So that gives me 3 healer kits. Okay.
How
Each
much
one has
silver
10
was that?
uses. So.
72 silver.
Okay.
Howler, if you're worried about weight, I can carry one of them for you.
And in the other basket, amongst all of the what looks like those were remnants of goats and sheep, just parts, looks like potentially like the basket to feed the ogre. Again, they're stupid enough that they could lower this down, let him eat some, and then lift it up, and he couldn't figure out how to use a pulley system. You find a cloak. A very disgustingly blood-soaked leather cloak.
Would you like that cleaned? And then press the digitation.
And the cloak is very, very happy to be back. And do you further? You said you're going to short rest. Are you going to further inspect it after the short rest, or for the short
Yeah.
rest?
I would say
And
the
you
short rest
Actually,
would give us the pearl and the wand too.
say
Yeah.
the question is, are you holding the pearl and the wand?
Yes, I would do the pearl first.
Okay, so you attune the pearl to yourself, and you now have a pearl of power. Congratulations. That gives you the one spell something. Blah blah
It's a
blah.
one spell back. Yep.
Yeah,
There you go. One spell back. Okay, and then so during but the short is it 10 minutes or an hour for attunement?
an hour.
the hour.
An
Okay,
hour.
so now you
The
attune to the
short
pearl.
rest is an hour. So
Right. So you attuned
Do you
one
want
of
me to take a
them.
look at the? Do you want to take a look at the wand?
I don't care if you do. You gotta
I'm
ask. I know.
asking.
I know. Howler.
whoever wants to hold the wand, but then we also have the cloak if somebody wants to hold the cloak too.
I can look at the cloak while we
So
do
as
this.
you look at the cloak, it finally comes to your mind after discerning the look and the feel and the weight and the this and the that it is a cloak of protection.
Mm.
And the wand
I
of the war
will.
mage. So
Who was looking? So was Corwin
Corwin
doing the
took
wand?
over.
Corwin's taking a
Okay,
look.
so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
so you're attuning the pearl. Is anybody attuning the wand?
Sure.
No, well, yeah. If he wants to tune the wand, he can. Otherwise, after the short rest, we'll at least know what it is.
Right. That's what I
Yes.
was asking. So you have the wand and you have the pearl. And
Mhm.
who's going to be taking the cloak of protection?
Um.
Do you want to give it
Bacon.
to your tank or do you want to give it to your squishy?
I mean, at this point, I think we're 3 of us are playing tanks.
I gotcha.
But
So what?
I think that because Corwin and Bacon both have the extra shield spells that
Yeah.
help
There,
protect them a lot, I
there.
think that the cloak should probably go to Briar.
Okay. So
Okay,
inventory.
I'll take it.
I'll add it to you. There you go. We've now added it to your stuff. You're putting it on your equipment. Okay. It's in your equipment if you want to.
Maybe
It's
you'll
under your
click it.
inventory. Inventory. Click it. Sh- uh, re- no,
Does it take attunement?
refresh. No. I just
That's
want
what
him
I
to
got.
wear it.
Refresh it.
It does not require attunement. I mean, I
Cool.
can attach it to you, but it should be in there. I see it under your
He just
equipment.
has to equip it.
There you go.
Cloak of
Just equip it,
protection.
and now your AC is. It should be 19. Hold on, let's see why it's not.
Does he? If it does require
Gain
attunement, which I don't
+1.
think they
It
do.
does not. Yeah, it
Yeah.
does require attunement. It does.
Okay. So
So
then he's got to go into
okay,
the attune tab
there.
and then
There you
put
go.
it there
He's
too.
got.
Yep.
He's got it. He's done. There you go. Happy Hanukkah. You now have AC 19 naturally.
Thank you.
All right. Your short rest works well. Your barrel moving pulley system works well. And now what took about 2 hours took you to get to the place. So now what time is it? You left around 1. Took 2 hours to get here.
Probably an hour to do everything we did.
3 hour to do everything you did. 4. So now you're dealing with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 goats and sheep, plus the heavy cart in the snow. So
Well,
this
does
is going to
the cart go
in-
through the snow better because it's
Oh
on
yeah,
wheels?
yes, the cart is cutting through that snow greatly as it digs itself into the snow. It's not a sled.
So, all right,
Get it.
we're probably see the problem is that it's 5 o'clock ish.
And you've got you're thinking 4 hours at least to get back with all of this.
right,
You're doubling your time.
That's fine.
and we probably don't
just a
want
late
to be
night.
traveling at night with all of this. Like
We
there's a-
have
there's
to.
a
We got to
different-
get back.
You got free rooms.
No, we got
We've
to
also
get.
got a warm fire and food.
and some type of protection.
Yeah.
If you're gonna eat dwarf arm.
Well,
Yeah, but then we're gonna have
got
4
goats.
hours to get back tomorrow, and then 4 hours to get down to the other thing, and now we waste another day. Howler does not like this. Howler says we should go back tonight. We told him
Hey.
we'd be back tonight.
but hopefully we're all tapped out. We're close to it. Hopefully we don't run into anything.
Shrinky
But
boy.
we can do it.
Shrinky
Well, you
dinks.
had a short rest. You can use hit die to heal up the rest of the way if need be. If anybody was low,
I used my hit die up, so I'm healed up.
you
fully.
warlocks get your spells back.
Yeah, 1 spell slot.
And
Because
I've
I'm
got
only a
all my,
level 1 warlock.
I've got all my stuff. Well, I got most of my stuff back.
Let's say he'll get his heal back after a short rest. I think too, action surge
Alright.
and whatnot.
I mean, I'm fine with trying it.
Only thing I don't get is my giant smite.
It's going to be 4 hours. It's going to be 4 chances to run into something.
No, 2. 2 chances to run into something, but we get the weather now to see what it's like outside, plus 1 while you're in because you did the 5
I say
hours.
let's
so.
look at the weather outside and I'll determine if we go or no go.
All right, it's my turn.
Who
to roll. Here we
is
go.
roll-
There you go.
So 11.
It's
It's
clear.
still clear. There is still not that. So yes, this is as clear as you guys would love it to be.
We're taking everything we can, the salt, season, all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Salt, pepper, mead.
Yep.
And the goats.
Load it
So
up.
suddenly you're going to put your name Torga's Merchant on the side, aren't you?
No, we're
But
gonna put
better.
Torg out of business.
But better.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We're the right merchants.
again, with the weather not being bad, you do know your directions. You do. This is also a forest, so you don't have swirling winds per se of an open area. So you do know, and you could actually follow the footprints of the giant back if
The
you'd
way
like.
we came.
But it was
Or
very
ours.
windy and very thisy and very thatty.
Would
Sure.
this be going downhill slightly?
There is no downhill. This is flat. We're not sledding. Okay, so halfway through, let's see if you encounter anything. Who's rolling the encounter?
You know how I've been rolling.
This
I
is
got the first roll.
7 o'clock.
Oof.
Oy.
We run into
Alright.
the crazy dwarves again.
Oh, you might.
They were friendly. They might give us a fire and maybe help us haul stuff back.
Or they're crazy.
We'll give them
peasants.
some salt and pepper.
And one goat.
Well, ask them if they've lost any friends recently.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, because we don't know where the dwarf came
Here they
from.
are.
We
They're
counted
salt
for
and
the.
peppered.
We came for the guard dwarves or the guards from the town, but we don't know where the dwarf was from.
Yep.
All right, so since you're off road, this is where you get. And you actually do see a fire, and there are dwarves down there. You can hear the dwarves talking about They got to be around here somewhere. Something. Oh my God! It's been days since we've seen anything to kill. On and on and on and on and on.
You want to shrink your
It's been
That's
days
not
since
me.
they've
That's
seen
you.
anything to kill. We only saw them like a half a day ago.
Yeah, these aren't the same dwarves. So
Oh.
if that's
Oh.
what you say, I just wanted to pick 3 dwarves.
Don't assume that all dwarves are.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
assumed.
So, are you out here hunting?
The hell's a dwark? Hold on a second.
It's a dwarf.
It's a dwark.
Is that like a half orc,
Yeah.
half dwarf?
Orc. Half dwarf, half orc. And you hear, let's see if these things have any. Let's check. Natural perception. Let's see. First guy. Oh, not a chance. Second guy. Okay, so this guy suddenly sparks up and he's like, "We found something to kill, lads! Let's get them!"
Hold on there.
All right. And you say, "Hold on there," and let's just
Give
throw it
them
up
the
there
goats.
Do they speak
And
Dwarven?
let's do this.
Hold on, lads. We be
Well,
friends.
your hold on there now, lads, kind of went out the window apparently.
Okay. Maybe
DM's out for blood.
there's
Yeah.
It's okay. I need
He
to
wants
there's
to
a
reroll.
make it
madness rushing
to make
through
it
the
two-
land,
He wants to
That's
make
it.
and
2 weeks in a row.
dwarves attack dwarves.
Dwarves are just attacking whoever walks through because oh my god, can these guys roll anything but oh that's better. Okay. Alright, so let's figure out what we
Why are
got.
they all
So
different? Just put them all in the same initiative. And you can make
yeah,
it
I want
easier
them to
on
be different.
yourself.
Never, I don't like making things easy.
He's tired of his the creatures going after us.
That's right. So what'd you guys roll since there's doubles up here? What'd you guys get? Bacon, what'd you roll? 6? Okay.
Yeah, the 6.
Briar, what'd you roll?
12.
12. So Briar 12. Let's give you a 12. Okay, Briar has a 12.
I don't see any
Corwin,
duplicates.
18. And the bacon, you rolled a 3, right? No, bacon 6, so we can get rid of that bacon. We're doubling bacon. And what'd you get, Howler? 14 or 11? 14, okay.
Mine's 16. Or 14. It's already up there.
I got it. It's all right there. So there's a whole lot of low and a couple of highs. Corwin, you look like you're special.
And we don't see Briar.
Briar's not here right now. Please leave a message after the. Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, I see
No,
him.
I don't see him in the turn order.
Oh, Briar's right there. He's number 12.
I'm in stealth mode.
He's not on our turn order. You deleted the wrong one.
All right, hold on. Add turn.
There we go. Now I see that.
12. Get rid of that guy. Let me delete this one. Boop. And bring in this one. Okay, so there. That good?
Yep.
All right, so lads, what do you do?
Okay, what's movement? Are we
You're in
effect-
snowshoes, so it's regular movement.
Okay. Try and get on the right space here.
Yeah, the squares are not matched.
Squares are not
miles lined up.
No, they're not. I did
Okay,
what you
give me a
said, and it
second.
laughed at me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'm assuming this guy is here, this guy is here, and this guy is here.
They're here, here, and here.
Yeah, but they're on lines for what we see. So
Okay,
he was
so
just
here, I'll
saying
do
on
this
the
for Corwin.
squares.
There, and there. Does that help?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And I'll be. There we go.
All right.
I'm just adding bars
and-
for them,
Yeah, okay.
just so you can see bars.
I will say back off there. Step lively now, and then cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
That's a dexterity saving throw.
Hold on. Dexterity, you say? Making sure I got everything checked off. Okay. Okay, everything should be good to go. Okay. So dexterity saving throw on the first guy gets a. Hold on. Cancel. See if they get the bonus. Dexterity saving throw, saving throw, saving throw.
Oh,
Nope, they
man,
don't get
we're
any
fighting
pluses.
Bob, Dick, and Jerry.
First one gets a 15. Second one gets a 6. An 11. So this guy got a 15, this guy got a 6, this guy got an 11. Moving him back up. There you go. What do you got?
Alright. 11 points of fire damage. If they fail to save,
So
Five.
only the 15 made it, right?
only the 15 made it.
Okay, so this guy goes down, losing how many? 11?
11.
All right, so that's what he's got left. Just got to put it out here, see what it is. There you go. HP, C, save. Okay, so there you go.
Alright.
All right, Jerry's turn. Jerry's going to come off to the side of his friend here. 1, and now he's in line with you. He's going to take a swing at you with his hand axe. So 2 melee attacks. This is just with a hand axe. 15 hit.
I will cast shield.
Okay. And the other one doesn't matter. He gets a second attack. It's an 18. Both of them get blinked by the shield. All right. Howler's turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Wherever.
Yeah, you're on the edge of the bushes. I see it.
Yeah, and then I'm going to point
Just
the
like
burning
Jerry.
hands at all 3 of them in front of Corwin and cast my last spell. I need dex saves.
Dex save for the first guy. 9. Dex save for the second guy. 16. Dex save for the third guy. 6. So
The
how much
16
damage?
saved, otherwise it's 12 points of damage, 6 to the one that saved.
Gotcha. So he's down to that. And this guy is goners. All right.
So the other one took
Alright.
6, right? The one that saved.
Oh, you take half?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same spell. Just 1 more point of damage.
Did they take half on the other one too?
Trying to warm up the place, you know. They were complaining they were
don't
cold,
remember.
I guess.
all right. So Briar, what are you gonna do?
There's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Go ahead.
That
Take
puts
a
me
swing.
in striking distance, right?
Take a
of
swing.
Him.
Sure.
And I'm gonna say hi. My friends. 18 should
Go ahead.
hit.
You got it.
12 more damage.
And you polished off some defenseless little dwarves that were probably orphans at one time.
Well, we made their orphans.
Okay, you made the orphans orphans. So yeah, that's you killed 3 dwarves. Good job. And now you can continue on.
I'm guessing they probably got nothing of value.
I'm
Probably
gonna
not.
go up and look at them.
They've got
Oh.
hand axes. They look like they're
Oh.
dirty. They look like they shouldn't have been here. They look like they're not cold, but they're just hobbled down for a dinner meal, and this group you decided to kill off. Oh, okay, they decided to kill you, but still, wasn't the same 3 you met before.
So we continue towards town.
Heading to
At our
town.
our good speed.
I'll say a little dwarven prayer over their bodies. Say, what am I doing? Look over at these poor souls. Hopefully they find the peace that the madness could not give them in the life.
And then steal all their stuff. Got it. At
And
least
I
you're not
second
hobo
that in
murderers.
Dwarven.
So who's gonna make the last roll before you get to town?
My
Whose
turn?
turn is it? Go for it.
94.
Oh my god.
Wow. Whose suggestion was it to go at night again?
So is this for the weather or for
Nope.
an encounter?
Or an
This is going to
encounter.
be something major. This is
This
gonna be something
this
major.
would be the encounter. So
Well, then reverse it and do it as a 49 instead.
As a 49? Okay, we'll go with that. Let me do this. La, 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 la,
Here.
la.
There we go.
I mean, I can
I
use
gotta-
my Pearl of Power and get a spell slot back.
It's probably a good idea.
Oh, crap. Okay, I need someone to roll a 6-sider, please.
Okay, rolling.
I need someone to roll a 10-sider, please.
Somebody else's turn.
Oh, it's not bad. Okay.
So 64
Six.
added on to a 94, so that makes it 107.
So 6 or 4? Which
No,
one's rolling?
8.
So, no, Bacon, you rolled a 4.
It's-
Okay.
6 CR4 monsters.
Yeah, or I was going to say 4 CR6.
You want 4 CR6 or do you want
That's
6
it.
VR?
Oh, definitely 4 CR6.
No, it's 6/4 of a monster.
6
Come on,
fourths of a
guys.
monster. Okay.
Yeah.
Or would it be
6
4/6 of a
quarters.
6 monsters with only 4 legs between them.
Ooh.
monster?
So some of them are
they-
snakes?
So that would be a
Yanti.
Remoraz with
So it's a
with legless dwarves
64-year-old.
riding it.
It's a 64-year-old white dragon. So that's a juvenile, right?
You
at that
guys,
point?
we can always
Mm.
run
With a cart.
hauling 5,000 pounds.
With cart and goat.
Release the goats as a distraction, grab the cart, and run.
This is true. Yes,
I
we
can
could
throw a
always use the release the goat strategy, in which they scatter like flares every which direction.
I'll grab a goat and throw it at one.
Deploy goats.
Yeah.
So now we just went
Alright.
to goat tossing, I guess, because he
Okay,
said
so
he's
now I
throwing
need
goats.
to add who's not here. I need to add
Yeah.
I need to add you, Mr. Dwarf King.
Why are you so concerned with Dugan's hole? That is what I want to know. Seems like it is an unhealthy concern.
You know, the further south we go, the worse things get.
I
Just
might have known
observation.
a girl in Dugan's Hole, and I need to know if she's still there, if the town's being attacked. I mean,
Is that what this is about?
me and,
What's in your
me and
pants?
Bacon have been around. What can I say?
Bacon.
Is that a small round?
All right, because it's clear and everything's nice and dandy and you guys are here and they're there, we're going to do this. You guys are walking through the forest and you just come out of the forest clearing. You are just breaking. It's been the 2 hours. You are now at your mile. You have a mile before town. And you guys say, actually, I got to move you. Hold on a second because you're in the wrong corner. You're heading southwestish instead of
Southeast.
We're on the
southeastish.
big
There you go.
overview map.
I know. I'm getting
Oh,
the other map going, so you just keep your pants on.
Yeah, we were
Uh,
heading southwest.
Yeah, and you are heading southwest.
East.
Yeah, southeast.
Oi.
No, he's using a map that's, somebody else's.
Yeah, shut up.
With words all over it.
It's like skywriting, but
Exactly. There's a little
Slightly
plane.
different.
This is what all these Yetis peed into the snow
Yep,
and
that's what
wrote
they did.
DragonPointAcademy.com on it.
Yep, that's what they wrote. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P 51 27 saves. You guys should be able to see both of those if I did this right. Okay. So, yep, you guys walk into and you see these things. Now, let's just see if these things can see you. So if they get this on advantage. An 8 and 8. That guy didn't see you. How about this guy? A 1 is neither of them see you
It's too
or
clear for
smell
them.
you
They like snow.
or smell you.
And we're upwind then?
Apparently you must be because they did not catch the smell
Or
of
are
you
we
guys.
downwind of them? They're upwind of us.
Either
Um,
way, they're between you and the city, and you're
We-
carrying
we-
a cart.
we could just start. We backtrack a little bit and we go. We take an extra hour and we go around.
Which way are they heading? East or west, or can we tell?
They look like I mean, again, they're only what, 60 feet, 80 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they're skirting the outside of the forest and moving along the forest line. They're not moving any closer towards the city, towards civilization. They went as far away from the woods as they wanted.
Well, I'm trying to say, if they're heading towards the right, we go to the left, and if
Okay, so they're
towards...
heading towards the right.
Okay.
Pick a direction. It doesn't really matter. You're saying you're going the opposite.
So we're gonna make a long skirt around. So we're
Yeah.
going to be extending our journey by probably more.
At least half an
At
hour.
least a half an hour, probably, yeah. But if they're going to the right, we could either just sit here and try to hide while they walk off if they're not heading towards us.
But all of a sudden they smell us. Like I just rather. Get
Well, yeah,
further
but
away.
we gotta still let them get a little ways away before we start moving,
Yeah.
because otherwise they might see us, because we're coming out of the woods into plain sight with no snow.
And we're going to be watching them. If they look like they all of a sudden get wind of us, then I'm
Release the
just gonna start
goats.
just going to start blasting them.
That's the other thing. Your goats are
So
making
just
noise.
start thing.
Your goats are doing that bleh,
Release the
bleh.
goats and smack them all to run towards them.
You're gonna release the goats?
Yep.
Yep.
Or just a couple of them.
Well, they're gonna follow the noises otherwise,
They
and we're not gonna be able to get to town before
So-
they'd catch up to us.
So we'll
Probably.
release 2 of the goats and smack them and make them go towards them.
But wouldn't they go towards the bigger herd of goats if they
Yeah.
knew there was a larger herd?
They're a herd. Well, the goats are herd animals, so they won't go away from the other herd. So the only choice we got is the whole herd.
Correct.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. Like
Just
they're
release
not for
them all.
us anyway.
So we're
We
gonna
all
have to
stand on
sacrifice
one
the
side
goats.
of them as we untie them all, and then we just say or whatever and make them all run off
So
quietly.
well, yeah,
You go quietly. Okay.
Well, hold on. We
Holding.
can do. Yeah, that would be. I'm not going to do that.
Thunderclap. They'll all go running, but they other things will notice us too.
I guess what we could do.
Pause this and wait till next week. How do we
Worst
deal
case,
with
if we get in
Yetis?
the thick end of it, I still got stone ruin and fire ruin too. So
No, there we go. Odd order. So, Corwin, if we use prestidigitation, I'm not going to do this in Dwarvish, but and make them smell like fire behind them, then they'll run. Then that could make
Goats?
them run. The goats,
Yeah.
yeah. We could do that.
Prestidigitation could help you do that too, making the smell of fire behind them.
Well, that's what we were saying.
what
Yeah,
you just said.
that's the idea. We're gonna press the digitate to
Yep.
have the odor of fire, and then get them going.
Yep.
Now,
there we go.
okay, and you untie them, but you're holding them close, waiting for
Yep.
the casting of the spell. And when you release them, they release in a rainbow, a bow like they want to run in all different directions, but they do
Mhm.
tattle back together again, and they basically run right towards the Yetis. And at this point, you can either, because you're right at the forest line, go back a little bit and watch the carnage if that's what you're into. Or
Nope.
since there's a distraction, you could, now you have to, instead of them walking in one direction, you walking away, they're going to stay there to eat. You have to walk twice as far to get away from their
That's fine.
perceptional vision or
We're
perceptual
going to go
spell.
upwind of them.
That works.
Stay upwind and make sure that we're at least.
You know they're busy.
yeah, at least upwind and at least what 200 yards.
As long as they catch a goat, all these things live for is to hunt for food.
Don't
Good.
we want to be downwind of them so that we smell them and they don't smell us?
Well, that's what I meant. Then so isn't it down?
That's why I want to make sure we're
That's
saying
fine.
it the right way.
Down, if you're
Yeah.
downwind, it can't go up. I was being
There we
nice,
go.
I'm just not saying it.
Yeah, we want to be
So-
downwind so we smell them, but we don't
So
want them to
let's
smell us.
see, first of all, if they catch one thing. And he's going to, once they get within 30 feet, they're going to stare. They're going to literally men stare at goats. And the goats are going to have to roll this. First goat is or sheep is the man. That's all I got to say.
Yeti staring at goats.
Holy crap. Okay. And that goat freezes in its
It's a fainting
run
goat.
and just stops. And the Yetis walk up to that one and just pick it up, rip it in half, and start eating. And every once in a while they can, as long as a goat initially makes contact, that one freezes or stops running. That one stops. So they've got 2, 3, 4 goats that they're just ripping apart now and eating. They are.
Yeah, but the other ones that ran
intent.
past them, are they turning to try to follow them too?
No. They're figuring out if they stay, they die. They're stupid, but you never know. So a few of them are going to get away, but most of them are going to feed the Yetis.
No, I
and
meant
you
the
guys,
Yetis. Do the Yetis go after the ones that are trying to get away?
No. They are content with 4 goat for now, and if they need more, they just look at them and hopefully freeze them again. So
Well, the
they
rest
are
of them would
going.
run away if they're just content with 4. So
That's you bet.
they'd have to chase them.
They would have to chase them, but these
So
goats,
9
as the
lives.
goats were running south or southeast towards the Yetis, maybe they broke further south, and you guys were going to go north, whatever.
Yeah.
So you guys take
Yep.
the extra time, and then you finally get to town. So as you get to town, where the hell were you?
We have
You were
multiple
So
in
we
call
just
signs
warn
now.
everybody, watch out for the red patch of snow.
exactly.
Yetis might be out there.
You guys are in
Whatever militia is
A
guarding that
B
night.
C D E F G. Dugan's Hole. No, yeah,
No.
you're a good mead.
We're in Goodmead,
Goodmead.
returning
That's
to
it.
Mead,
There
getting
you
our
go.
free night stay,
Exactly.
being
So
town
you
heroes. Good
You
sleep.
do.
good
You
food.
are in town heroes. You arrive back at the town. It is evening, so there are a lot of people who are not around as much as they were before. You arrive back to the mead hall, and you arrive, and after they solve their problem and make a quick, safe trip home, the townsfolk are very happy to see you, and in fact, they're very happy to see the 4 casks of mead, and they want to know,
The 5th one
are
looked like they used it as a fire after they drank it. And they were drinking the 4th one here, but we stopped them before they could get very much of it.
all right? So they're accepting that that they lost a little something or other. They express their concern for the characters. Did you leave any of them alive? After all, what's for them to terrorize our town again? Did you kill all of them?
All of them and 1 visitor.
All right, and they're okay with it, and they say you have
And the bear.
and the bear.
Yep.
You have 10 free nights of lodging and food at the Mead Hall. Nice establishment for a small town such as it is. It is warmer than everything else
Does that have
that's
to be
around.
consecutive days, or can we break that up?
Right
Yeah,
now,
Can we
you
get a
have
punch
10.
card?
You have 10 days. Maybe maybe they'll remember you. Maybe they won't.
Yeah, they'll remember us. We're the right people.
That's right. And so you
Tomorrow
arrive.
we
You
can head to
deliver.
Dugan's Hole, and then we'll come back here and stay for a while if nobody else has any other issues.
You come in. They unload the casks. The casks get brought inside. You guys sit in. They ask if you would like a warm mug of the honey mead that you guys very well deserved.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes.
And you sit down and you
The season.
grab the mug that's actually nice and warm. Corwin, you may be hugging it like it's your best friend.
Yes.
Okay, so what is everybody's constitution?
Really
All
good.
right.
A number.
9. Yeah, I know it's a number. I can look at them. So yours is a 9. Okay.
14.
Bacon is a
60.
16, and what are you there, Howler?
16.
16. So, high or low, Tom or Bacon?
High.
If it's high, it is. A middle-aged woman approaches you. She removes her thick woolen scarf so she can talk to you clearly because it's covering her face. My name is Olivesa, and I make the casks for the mead. Some friends of mine don't want Shandar Fourth to become our next town speaker. They say he's untrustworthy. I don't know him that well, but I've been urged to run against him. I have no interest in the speakership, but you seem to be a good leader, and this town could sure use one. What do you say about running? And
Oi.
that's where we're, as you that's where we're going to end it.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a celebrity in our group.
That's an easy, hard no.
Hey,
But-
you might get like a place to sleep if you're a town speaker.
Permanently.
Yeah,
Well,
that's okay.
thanks everybody for joining.
Exactly,
We'll
and maybe next
see
week
what
we'll have a town
happens.
speaker.
He'll be on the
Uh.
inside of the inside, though. I mean, you might get
That's
some good
right.
information.
Uh-huh.
Well, thanks for joining us. Check out the YouTube channel and find all the backlog if you want to watch anything to catch up.
Sounds like a good plan. Thank you for watching, guys.
And we got
Yep.
a level, right?
See ya.
No. Go level. Bye, guys.